Why aren't these people killing each other?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Billy. Oh. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not ready. Waiting on you guys. Um,
Kate, you're gonna want to pop that green bar off
yeah, I know.
since Cal's not in right now.
What do you mean green bar?
Like on the stream, there's a green bar running right through Evan's face.
I know. I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to add the 3-person.
Just don't even worry about it. Just remove the whole thing if you have the empty one. Then that way, when Cal joins, it's not a big deal.
What if I just do this? What if I just do this for now? If I just remove the whole Rocky Mountain Forest products for the until Cal joins.
I mean, you don't have just the orange border.
I think I do, but it's hard to find it.
You have an organization problem over there.
Okay, are we gonna do this tonight? Are we gonna? Is everyone gonna be like this tonight? If we are,
I mean, I'm not.
Listen. If we are, then I just need to reevaluate myself and kind of get myself in that kind of frame. I'm down. I'm so down. If you guys want, I mean.
No, I just wanted to bust this out and play, some video games with my boys. But
I mean, you guys honestly waited 9 minutes for me for when we usually start, which is like 8:30. So I mean, like, it's not that crazy. Not that crazy.
Cal sends the invite out at 8:05.
Yeah, but we never do it. Yeah, but we never do it until.
8:15 is usually when we start.
Not true. Not true. Not true at all. That is a big absolutely not. No. I think it's this one. Wait, no.
Evan, did you just put a hoodie on? No. I feel like when you joined, you weren't wearing black shirt.
I feel like he definitely just put a hoodie on.
I've got a hoodie on the entire time.
We can actually clip it, and I don't think he had a hoodie on.
I don't think he did. Please clip it.
I don't like you guys' attitude so far tonight. Oh, no, Ty, I don't. I just have the 4-camera box.
Alright, no border until Cal joins then, I guess.
Okay, cool. Oh. I don't even have the game on because I thought it started at 8:30. Poo on my shoe. Poo on my shoe. Hi, friends. So how are we doing tonight, guys? You guys all seem like you're kind of in a pissy mood.
No, just that you valued Warzone over just getting this done really quick, but here we are.
Okay. One more comment like that, and I end the stream, and I'll see y'all next week. One more comment. I could have did it 2 hours ago. I mean, I'm done with work at 6. I mean, I sit here and wait all night. You know what I mean? I don't know what me and Evan, we're done the earliest. Are we not? I mean, And the way that I'm looking at things, I think we've been live streaming for like 10 minutes, and I know. We already did.
All right. Well, if we're gonna start, then we can start. Till Cal shows up, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, before we hop into it, I got just chat about Urban quick, how he's dead. Playoff picture. The AFC North is a total dumpster fire, and I'm so here for it. Are the Bills dead? But also, Josh Allen is just proved that he is worth every single fucking penny. Touch on the UFC and Amanda Nunes losing because that's literally like the biggest sports news this week.
Yeah, that was.
And then Tiger and Charlie playing.
Yeah, that was that. That's one of the crazier things that's happened in a while.
Catching a ball and then almost blowing his ankle.
Who?
Odell.
Oh.
Thought he got tripped up and like rolled his ankle going out of bounds, but he's fine.
Hey, what are you drinking, bud? Diesel?
Nope. Lemonade flavored. It's really fucking good.
Looks good.
Yeah, again, I plan on playing video games after this, so I don't know.
Is Warzone really bad?
Yeah. Am I still gonna play it? Yeah. Alright, we're recording. Good to go.
As always.
Hey guys.
Also, you guys ever heard of this fucking golf brand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was a gift today.
From.
What?
This and a belt.
They gave you guys that?
No, Taylor bought it for me.
Oh, that's cool.
He got everyone gift cards and got me golf stuff.
Sounds like a pretty good deal if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I was okay with it.
Does your company do a Secret Santa?
No, he just does it because he's the boss. Alright, cool. Hey everyone, welcome to episode 47 of the Justice Guys podcast. We are 1 week away from our 1-year anniversary, so that's pretty cool. As always, I'm joined here with Evan and Cade. Cal will be joining in a bit. He has to work a little bit of overtime for his real job. But, yeah, no, boys, how was the weekend? How's everything going? Cade, we just recently found out that you will be coming out here in January, so that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll be out in January from the night of January 12th. So really like the 13th through the 16th. And then we'll be flying back.
Yeah, you fly back a day before my birthday.
Yeah. Hey, we can get fucked.
No, we won't. I will DD for you guys gladly.
Oh, big facts. Forgot about that. No. But yeah, so Jordan and I are coming out. So that'll be fun. And then my weekend was good though. I stayed home, watched a ton of football, watched basketball, and got Chipotle on Sunday. Oh no, Saturday. It was a good weekend. That's a good weekend for me.
I was gonna say, I'm trying to think. Saturday, I don't know if I did all that much. Sunday, I took my dog to go see Santa. Watch the Packers stomp the shit out of the Bears. And that's all I got.
How was your weekend, Ev?
It was good. Saturday I went home, my dad's birthday party. And then Sunday... What did I do Sunday? I don't think I did much on Sunday.
You joined our Xbox party and then left after 10 minutes and didn't say a word.
That's because you guys already had 4. I was looking to play, and then I think I did something.
You didn't say anything. We would have played. We would have split. We split like 3 times this week. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Well, I just don't want to be that guy. Personally, when we have 4, I hate when we split.
Fair. Fucking Cooper Cup. Cooper.
Yeah.
Hey, side note: Cooper Cup coming into this game had 103 yards and 1,300 yards. I mean, 103 catches and 1,300 yards.
For 1,300, yeah.
And 11 TDs. Okay, not to come in spicy right out the yak. Could he possibly be having like a top 5 year in wide receiver history?
Well, he's on pace
for it, but
I mean, to be honest, certainly he's going to be the best. It's going to be the best season for 17 games, probably.
Yeah, but even if we measure it through 16 games,
it will be as it is the first 17-game season.
I mean,
it's really hard to I mean, if you take his stats through 16 games, then sure, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Like through 16 games, he's probably gonna like have like a top 5 year.
Record, like 1,800, but is that Megatron?
Yeah.
Megatron had, I think it was 19 or something. It might have been 1803 or something.
Hey Siri.
Regardless, he's gonna have to keep going.
Most yards in NFL season.
Yeah, and with OBJ being on the team,
I don't give a shit about Odell. Odell's been targeted like fucking 9 times and has like 3 catches. So.
Right, but all those
that's over his last 2 weeks there.
Those 9 targets could be to Cooper Kupp. You never know. I'm just saying there will be some targets that are to Odell instead of Cooper, where maybe before they signed him, Cooper might have got the ball.
Well, I mean, Robert Woods was still there. I think Robert Woods is a bigger impact than Odell, but
yeah, definitely. I agree. I think Odell's a cancer. I'm just saying the reason why they signed him is not to fucking put him on the bench. They're going to throw the ball to him.
No, originally, if Robert Woods was healthy, I would say absolutely. But since Robert Woods is gone, it's less volume to everyone else. So, I mean, you're removing an entire piece. So
do they even pick up? Yeah. Do they even pick up OBJ if Robert Woods is healthy?
Yeah, Odell was signed an hour before it actually happened.
Yeah, he was literally signed when they were at practice.
Yeah, Odell signed the contract, and then an hour later, reports were coming out that he tore his ACL.
Gotcha.
Oh, also, this episode is brought to you by air. 100% of people that have breathed air have also died, so take that what you will. But that's our sponsor for today's episode. So.
What? What?
100% of people that have breathed air have died, so today's episode is brought to you by air. Keep breathing.
I thought we actually had a sponsor for a second.
No, not at all.
I just got tripped the fuck out because I was over here Air. What company is Air? And when did I miss this?
Breathable air. Yep. But yeah, without Cal here, we don't have a Cal's Corner question, and Mile High questions usually take place tomorrow, so we don't have that. So yeah, let's just hop into it. And I think the biggest question mark right now in the NFL is Urban Meyer going to keep his job after
No.
this year?
No. No. Is he the biggest scumbag in sports?
Yeah. Brian Kelly's right up there with him.
Yeah, I agree with that, but the thing about Urban Meyer is that he's publicly scummy.
No, publicly for sure, but also Brian Kelly's just a giant piece of shit. But I think
You're
Urban
super
is
loud. Those
currently
two, you can
worse.
barely hear them.
Cal said I'm super loud and that we could barely hear him. So I had to adjust the mics. I had you guys almost turned all the way up, so try my damnedest. Yeah, that's I think the reason why I think he's such a scummy dude is because it's just so public, right? The whole female thing, that was pretty effed up. That was pretty bad. Yeah, that was pretty messed up. Players there's a bunch of NFL guys that are like Marvin Jones Jr. and him got in an argument. And everyone in the NFL world's Marvin Jones Jr. is the nicest guy in the world. Literally couldn't hurt a fly.
Him benching James Robinson after one fumble, and then Trevor Lawrence, who has literally only played 13 games in the NFL, comes out and says, "No, we want the best players out there, and James Robinson is our best player." So I don't know why he was taken off of the field.
He had 6 carries yesterday. He's a Pro Bowl running back. He only had 6 carries.
He's a stud. He's one of the best players that they still currently have.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when Jacksonville, a couple years ago, they were fined for all the misconduct and stuff?
It was last year.
Was it last year? Okay.
Yeah.
And then they go and fire the everybody.
Clean house.
Yeah, but the Cons, who own the team.
Cons aren't going anywhere.
Right. Yeah, they're not. But then they go and hire Urban Meyer, who's I think the GM and the coach, right?
No.
I don't think Urban's the GM.
Okay.
No, he's not.
No, the one thing, so last year,
huge West.
What was it? Player safety or player health grievances last year. A full quarter, a full 25% was from just Jacksonville last year.
Yeah. So.
What?
So it's more of an organizational problem. All player health related things, if someone says they have a concussion, okay, and then the team says, no, you don't have a concussion, but you firmly believe that you have a concussion,
right?
You go to the NFLPA and file a grievance.
Yeah, I get that. No, I just didn't know that
the Jacksonville Jaguars last year
just their organization made up 25% of those grievances last year.
That's bad.
That's awful.
Well, it just, I mean, like, the thing is like, I understand, but Odell had a touchdown catch. The biggest problem that I have, though, like, with the whole Urban Meyer thing, is, like, they brought him in because they thought he was going to be the culture changer, right? Like, he was going to be the guy that kind of, like, rights the ship. Like, I don't think anyone can say that Dan Campbell is doing a bad job. Like, I don't care what anyone says. He was handed a bad team. No, he's handed a bad team, bro.
I understand that. I don't think he's doing a good job either. I think the crying after a week 4 loss, like, I think all of that stuff.
With a bad team, he's put them in places to win games. They just didn't win games.
They've lost a lot of close games. They should have beat the Steelers and they should have beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
Okay, at most they're a 3-win team.
I'm fine.
That's what the Jets are right now. I mean,
I'm fine with that, but like no one's saying like Robert Salah is doing a bad job, is what I'm saying.
There have been people saying it.
Well, that's just because it's New York, but not because like everyone knows that the New York Jets are nowhere near like a 500 team, like as a roster. So I'm just saying, like Dan Campbell, like you can see that people like the team wants to play with Dan Campbell. Like they go out and they fight, even though they were 0-11. You know, like they were literally a player or two away from beating.
10-1.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about when they were 0-11 or whatever, 0-10.
10-1. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just saying that like they still went out and played being a team that was getting like literally was losing every game. Like I don't feel like the Jaguars even like want to play for him. Like it's the complete opposite of what the Jaguars.
No, dude. After the finger guns thing, they lost him. Like after the chop house shit, he was done.
Like
there was
4. It was like week
and
four.
now
there was rumors today that I saw on ESPN that after the game, a bunch of Jacksonville players were talking about how bad it was to the other team when they went and shook hands.
I'm sure. I mean, dude. Okay, so look at it this way. Urban went in there with absolutely zero NFL head coaching experience. Yeah, sure, he's seen success at the lower levels, but I mean, hell, Nick Saban has, and the best Nick Saban did at the pro level was 8-8 with the Dolphins, and he's arguably the greatest college coach of all time. It's not for everybody, but the problem is, I mean, he just doesn't understand how to do it. Like the reports are true. He came out and confirmed that he was calling other coaches on his staff losers. What have you done? You're losers. I'm a national champion.
He called himself a winner and that all of his assistant coaches were losers and literally said
because they haven't done anything.
Prove your resume,
dude.
Why you're not a loser.
Justify. Like, Cade, special teams coach, justify right now why you're not a loser to me. Tell me, I'm a national champion. I've won. I've been there. I've done it.
You know what I would say if I was?
I'm that dude. What are you,
coach? I'd say first off, you hired me, so that makes you a loser. And second off, I'm a special teams coach in the NFL. In the scheme of life, I'm a fucking winner. Period. I'm a winner. Like I've made it to the top.
No, you have one of 32 potential jobs in the entire world as a special teams coordinator.
You're now quieter and they're louder.
You're really knocking this out of the park.
Well, it was whatever.
No, I mean, like you can't legitimately do that. And then also, like I said, bench one of your best players who it has been there, and then your rookie quarterback who you're supposed to be mentoring and guiding on this whole NFL Pro Tour thing is coming out and saying, no, he's a dumbass. We need this guy out there. He's one of our best players.
And another crazy thing is, and the reason why I don't know how he doesn't make it to the end of the season. I mean, I don't know how he makes it to the end of the season.
He will make it to the end of the year. There's no way they get rid of him halfway through. No shot.
I mean, we're only got 4 weeks.
I mean, there is the rule change where you can now start shopping coaches 3 weeks left. So if it's going to happen, it's going to be soon.
It's going to be happening, right? But the problem is that like for me, the way that I look at it, they hired him for Trevor Lawrence too. Like that, it was like a combination, right? Like they hired the head coach because they wanted to pair him. They could have hired any head coach that they offered.
Who was it? Dan Orlovsky brought this up today. Jim Caldwell still is without a job. He is the last head coach for the Detroit Lions to ever get them to a winning record. They were 10-6 under Caldwell, and then they got rid of Caldwell. He still doesn't have a head coaching gig since then. That's all the criteria you need, in my opinion, Evan. I don't know about you, but if you're 10-6
If you carry the Lions to a winning season, are now arguably they had to have had Megatron on their team, but
they had both of them, but they've also gone 0-16 with both of them. So
right. So there has to be some recipe for success. He knows what he's doing.
Eric Bieniemy, who's been coaching Patrick fucking Mahomes the last 3 years, was an available option, and you went with Urban fucking Myers, who, on top of it, this blows my mind even more. Like, the whole Chop House thing, regardless of what you want to say, regardless of the finger guns, him just ass blasting some 19-year-old co-ed, regardless of your opinion on that, the dude didn't fly back on the plane with his team after getting embarrassed on national TV. Like, he was like, no, I'm gonna stay in this state, and I'm gonna actually go to my bar, go out, definitely finger a chick that I should not be even remotely talking to, let alone, like, she could be my daughter or potentially granddaughter.
Right.
But I'm gonna do this. Like, it's just, it blows my mind how you're a brand new head coach, you're supposed to be building rapport with your team, and that's the decision you make after getting fucked up on national TV. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yep.
Yeah,
like,
he's an idiot. He's one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in the NFL.
Just from a decision standpoint, man, it's truly absurd.
It's the small things that, like, the common sense that he doesn't have, and how makes me wonder how the fuck he got hired. Really, I mean, just because he
was on TV and has a national championship in college.
Right.
Listen,
right.
It's the same thing everywhere he's gone, though. He's literally been a fiery tornado everywhere he's gone. Like,
no, he goes there and leaves just a pile of shit. The only one he hasn't left a pile of shit at was
hired someone who was domestically abusing his wife, and like there was an open
and then just left Ohio State hanging.
Yes, this is like he literally was fielding murderers on his football team in college. Who knows how much he knew about it? Like, you may not know, but he may knew things about it, and that we didn't know about until they were.
It doesn't matter if you're the head coach and it's in your program. We've seen historically the NCAA does not give a fuck if you're associated with it.
Yes, they're gonna burn you.
Like, you get the brunt of it regardless.
Right, because you are the leader of young men. It is your job.
I think that's the only. Like I said, that's the only gig he can coach is kids, really young men.
But can he though?
No, where you fully control their entire lives. Like, you can't walk up to another man that is making the same or more money than you and tell them, like, straight up, you're a disappointment. Your family fucking hates you. Like,
well, that's
not how it works.
And that's the reason why when people say stupid shit like fire Tomlin, that they're dumb as hell. Because Mike Tomlin, even though they might not be the best football team this year, Mike Tomlin's one of the best coaches in the NFL because he can make people like being a player's coach is hard in the NFL when everyone's almost the same age as you.
To be fair, Tomlin, we might need to have this conversation at the end of the year, but like their culture is bad right now.
Yeah, that's fine, but I'm just saying what I'm saying is everyone said that the Steelers culture has been bad for a while, but everyone loves playing for him and everyone loves being a part of the Steelers organization. No one leaves. Like, they don't leave. Like I understand that, but everywhere.
Like Claypool, like just going back to last year, like Juju last year, Claypool this year, it was AB and Le'Veon. Like, there's a cancer there. There's cancer there, and that does fall on the coach.
Absolutely, 100%. I wouldn't say necessarily that like cancer.
It's a distraction.
Yes, there's players that are allowed to have a longer leash than others. I wouldn't say that there's a cancer. I
don't think Claypool or Juju have earned that.
Yeah, AB wasn't a cancer until
Woohoo. Moving people around.
Will you just let me move, Evan? There we
go. Everyone, Cal's now joined us. So if you hear a random voice, that's just Cal. He's finally here.
What I'm saying is though, like Ty, is if like AB and Le'Veon Bell weren't. I mean, Le'Veon Bell was more of a cancer than AB was before AB went off the handle. But Le'Veon,
after the concussion, AB flew off the handle.
That's what I'm saying. Like, after the concussion and he sat out of the game when he could have played, that's when shit got bad. Which he was on the way out the door anyways. But like Le'Veon wasn't a cancer other than him like not stopping smoking pot. Like, he just wouldn't stop.
He wasn't. He just sat out. Like, it wasn't a cancer. It was more of a distraction, not a cancer.
But again, okay, you can apples to oranges. Like, yeah, are they different? But they're still a problem.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
I mean, Claypool this year, I think, is just
He's a kid.
like Ryan Clark said. He's just underdeveloped. Like I think,
and that's what I'm saying is he doesn't have the right to call out Tomlin. Say we need music at practice. It'll get everyone going more. Dude, you're a paid athlete. Get yourself going.
That's true.
Dude,
that is such a dumb statement, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen. I will give the man credit in this field. A lot of credit. Tom Brady does not have to prove anything to anyone ever again. Like, he has nothing to prove. He can do whatever the hell he wants for the rest of his life. But what I will say is that I do find it extremely impressive that he can still wake up every single day wanting more. Like, there's a special drive in someone like that. Like, there's no way in hell, if you're a 24-year-old wide receiver, that you don't wake up in the morning and say, I need to go earn mine. I need to go earn mine because I want to get fucking paid. Right? Like, how do you not do that?
That's my point. Like,
you can't tell me Justin Jefferson doesn't wake up every day saying, like, I'm going to be a top 5 receiver in the game so I get paid like I'm number 1. Like, you know what I mean?
That's the whole point.
Like, you can't tell me that's not.
No, I mean, Devontae
minds.
Adams is a perfect example. Devontae Adams is dude, he almost got cut by the Packers after his second year because he was dog shit.
Right.
And then he worked his ass off and is where he's at now. Yeah. And his whole thing is, I don't care who pays me, but I am getting paid.
Right. He earned it.
Like, that's just what it is.
He put all the work in. He earned it.
Yeah, that's just what it is. Again, he almost got cut from the Packers after his second year because he was not developing at all. And then between his second and third year, he worked his ass off and is now what he is.
Claypool was also benched for some of the antics that he happened during the game as well. So Tomlin did make changes in that aspect. And you can't control the player getting up and dancing after a first down. Yeah, you can talk to him about it, but that's on the player. That's not the coach.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's just a distraction. We're not specifically saying it's a Tomlin problem. It's more that like this whole thing started because like just Urban can't.
I'm listening.
No, I would say though a professional culture is on the coach.
Whether that's I mean Tomlin can do so much. This isn't a shot at Tomlin.
But there's also multiple coaches in this league that have distractions on their teams from their star players. A lot of big franchises do.
Chase Claypool and a star player. Big difference is what I'm saying.
But it doesn't matter. It's still a player making a mistake.
Chase Claypool's a star player for us, not
yeah. But what I'm saying
not the NFL.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though
so you're saying someone, if they're accomplished, should have a larger leash because they're better.
They 100% do. Yes.
Yeah, but you're saying they should.
Yes.
Not should, but do.
I definitely think they should.
I don't know. I mean,
I think there's a lot of players that deserve. Like, I think there's a lot of players. Okay, let me ask you guys this. Like, there's a ton of players in the NFL that don't practice throughout the week. Maybe 1 or 2 days go through the.
Yeah, Big Ben's one of them.
Huh?
Big Ben's one of them.
What?
Big Ben is one of them.
Right. But Big Ben's a different reason. He's because of like age and like that's a little bit different.
Well, and he's accomplished.
I'm talking.
Fine.
Yeah, right.
He doesn't need to practice.
I'm talking like there's like I'm saying probably right now Justin Herbert probably doesn't take a live snap during practice one time during the week. Not once.
No, I would heavily disagree with that.
But that's
every snap.
That has nothing to do with someone being a problem on the team and it being the coach's fault.
T.O. had a bigger leash because T.O. was a fucking dog. Yes,
I hate 100%. The whole notion of being able to have like a larger leash, because when you're like that big and you're that good, you should be leading by example, right? So, I mean,
that's my point.
I agree. I'm just telling you that that's not the way it works, though. That's all.
Yeah, we know. Look at Aaron Rodgers.
I agree. Yeah, it should be that if you want to have something successful where there's absolutely no like. There's never going to be not a distraction, but that's how
why do I think DeAndre Hopkins has been the best receiver in the league the last 5 or 6 years? Is because he's done it without any issues at all. Zero, none. Bad quarterback play.
Talk shit about what's his face, Bill O'Brien.
Is that Bill O'Brien's fault? I mean, is that because of Bill O'Brien? No, it's because that's the person.
Yeah, right, absolutely. But like
that's what I'm saying.
Is that
they're grown adults.
All coaches. He's never been bad quarterback play. Like. Had a good quarterback, had a bad coach, gets traded, wasn't supposed to get traded, should not have gotten traded, and he just keeps putting along. Yeah, 100%. It's all about the person.
They're all grown ass men. They don't need babysat. That's what I'm saying. It's not the coach's fault all the time. There's definitely
we're
is
not
times.
saying it's
We're
all
not
the
saying
time,
that,
but
guys.
No, I'm not saying you are.
I know, but we're
I'm not-
start bringing up something about Mike Tomlin like we're getting defensive. That's not what we're saying.
No, I'm saying this over the whole thing because if you want to be honest, the same thing could be said about Matt LaFleur with Aaron Rodgers. Like, what do you want? Like, it's not. It's
agree,
all.
but-
Why? Why don't you agree?
because
It's the
that
same
was
thing.
Aaron it's not though. It was
Okay,
Aaron in the
Aaron-
offseason
okay,
wanting
but
to
it's-
talk to the
Aaron's on.
go ahead if you want to talk, but
Aaron's on other radio shows, pretty much, saying whatever the hell he wants.
That's a very fair statement. I agree with that.
but
Aaron Rodgers-
But is that-
he
no, but
never
I'm
said anything
trying-
about LaFleur
But I'm
or
trying
anything.
to exactly
He
that's what I'm
definitely
trying to
made jokes
do.
about the play call. Yes, he did.
Claypool didn't say anything about Mike Tomlin either. I'm just saying to the mere fact is
But
it's
he
not Matt.
attacked the culture though by wanting to play music.
But you're not letting me. I'm saying it's not Matt LaFleur's fault. Is what I'm saying. It's the player. It's a grown ass man making a mistake. That doesn't mean it's Matt LaFleur's fault. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, then yeah, I guess we're agreeing.
That's what I'm.
Rodgers-
That's what I'm trying to say.
Aaron
I just
Rodgers
think
won-
that Aaron that is 38 is different than Claypool that's 24, and
Why? They're grown
Tomlin
adults.
has more influence on a 24-year-old than LaFleur has on 38-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
What I'm saying is though.
I mean, they're grown. It's just numbers. They're grown adults. They should be able to function in a
okay.
society themselves.
If we're gonna
I
talk
think
about
me
Aaron
at 24 compared to me at 27 is a completely different person.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about Aaron Rodgers and we're gonna
I mean,
talk about Chase
I mean,
Claypool,
you're still an adult.
Aaron Rodgers 100%.
You're still going to jail for murder for the same amount of years if you were
Cal,
24 or
so-
you're
okay,
38.
Okay,
Okay.
like that's not okay.
Aaron Rodgers 100% could have and 100% did fracture the culture in Green Bay when he was away from the team. 1,000%. Because players were getting asked every single day whether he was going to play with them, if he was getting traded. Did you demand a trade? He's on news shows. He's on Pat McAfee's show. Yes, he did call out Matt LaFleur for the play call to go for the field goal. That 100% did happen. It still
joked
happened.
about
It
it.
doesn't matter. It still happened.
Okay, one
It
instance,
doesn't
yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter. It still happened. I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah, let's get on with it. Like I don't
You're the one
understand.
holding it up. You're holding this up because I had to repeat myself 3 times.
No,
saying
what
is-
my thing was is that we get defensive over the team that we're talking about, and Ty's getting defensive over the team that we're talking
I'm
about
just
now. So
trying
it's
to
the
see
same
the
thing.
connection is all that. That's
I'm
all.
It
trying
is
to
a connection.
finish, but you guys are interrupting me every 30 seconds. What I'm saying is they both 100% can 1,000% harm both cultures. Yes, it's not Matt LaFleur's fault that Aaron Rodgers decided to go on the Pat McAfee show and talk about his ordeal. It's not Mike Tomlin's fault that Chase Claypool stood up and did a celebration when the clock was ticking with 20 seconds. Not his fault. But at the end of the day, it is a reflection on what the culture the coach brings to the team. End of story. That is 100%.
And ultimately, Urban
factual.
Myers is going to lose his job.
And
That's why
ultimately,
Urban Meyer's gonna lose his job.
Claypool is going to get in trouble. He already was benched halfway through that game from his antics. He got a second chance. He failed. Same thing. Rodgers has felt his burn from his organization, from the stuff that he's done, because they're good organizations. It's not the full. It is definitely a reflection, because it's just like any other thing. You're a CEO of a company. If something
Absolutely.
bad happens in your company,
100%.
you're the one that gets burned 100%. But what I'm saying is people shouldn't get fired. People like, Tomlin, LaFleur, those type of guys, because them personally haven't done anything wrong. Now,
Absolutely.
Urban Meyer himself has done multiple things
And
wrong.
that's the point that we're making. Like a coach.
I was going
like-
to say that's where this whole thing starts.
Yeah, I know.
coach like
I was
Matt
listening the
LaFleur-
entire time.
A coach like Matt LaFleur and Mike Tomlin have a bigger leash than Urban Meyer does, because Urban Meyer's already fucked up. Like, he already fucked up. Like, he doesn't have any room for error anymore. If Matt LaFleur was to come out and say, I have a scandal that his dog was left outside over the winter night and was cold, he would be fine the next day. If that happened to Urban Meyer, he would be freaking canceled for the 30th time this year. That's what I'm saying. But 100% it does reflect who the coach is when stuff like that happens in the locker room. 1,000%. It reflects last year when the Eagles, when there was all these leaks about Carson Wentz being unhappy, players are being unhappy when they're having a bad season. That was a reflection on Doug Pederson and the people that the control that he had in the locker room. That's just how it works. Like, it's the same thing with the quarterback. When the team wins, quarterback played great. When the team loses, it's quarterback's fault. You didn't do enough, right? Like, it's the same thing. It's because you're the leader of the team on the field at that time. Always. It's always how it goes. It might not be right. It might be wrong, but that's just the way it is.
All right, then. Well, let's just stick with the AFC North and talk about how it's a giant fucking dumpster fire, and I can't wait to watch the last 4 weeks unfold. I'm so excited for the last 4 weeks in the AFC
There's
North.
not one clear winner by any means.
No, it's whoever goes 3-1.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
No, it's whoever goes 3-1 over the next 4 weeks.
Do we know
That's
what's
it.
going to be up
They
with
win.
Lamar too? Do we know what's going on with him?
They said it's just a high ankle sprain. He'll be playing against the Packers.
He's playing next week.
Yeah.
I mean, if he plays on a high ankle sprain, that's pretty. That's
yeah. No, it's a high ankle sprain, and he's
tough.
playing. He is listed to play against the Packers. They already came out and said he will be playing against the Packers this Sunday.
Yep. And the thing is, let's see if he's any limitations and see if he actually has to win with his arm.
If he has to win with his arm, he's fucked because our secondary is a stud and our defensive.
I mean, they're going to get beat anyways. They're going to get beat anyways.
Packers opened as 6.5-point favorites in Baltimore.
Yeah.
There's some dude on the Packers. What is this? What's Alexander's number?
23.
20. Who's 21? Because he's playing.
Eric Stokes. He's a rookie.
Yeah, they were saying something on ESPN today about Stokes having like the least completion rate versus him or something like that.
Over 50 attempted passes in his direction. He has the best incompletion percentage.
Just to give you the
and he's a rookie from Georgia.
Just to give you the exact update on Lamar from 3:30 today, it's that they're going to monitor him over the next few days, but he is still listed as questionable. So
yeah, they've already but the thing is, they already came out and basically said he is playing.
Yeah,
I even think he himself has said it, but yeah, for medical reasons they have to say that he's questionable.
Yeah.
But yeah, where are their fucking schedules? Because I wanted to talk about this because it really is whichever one of them win the last 3 of their 4, and I think it's the Steelers. I'm all in on the Steelers winning out.
Listen, I don't think we win 3 out of the last 4.
I think you go 2-2. I've said that for the last since we started talking about this earlier this week.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Steelers are at home with the Titans, then they go to Arrowhead, then they play the Browns at home, and then they go to Baltimore.
I think they get smacked by the Chiefs. I think there's a good.
And they win 3 of 4.
I think they'll beat Tennessee at home.
I think we beat the Titans. I think we can beat the Titans because they're not that great.
I think you bully your little brother in Cleveland, and I think that the Ravens are just too decimated, and the Steelers win that one 3 of 4. Steelers win the North.
And then losing the first game.
That'd be wild.
No, whoever wins the North is losing in the first round is my prediction.
I think if the Bengals get to it, I think they can win I think they can win a playoff game.
No way.
Who is the 5th seed right now in the fucking?
Well, they would have a home game, so I give them more credit there. But the Bengals are extremely sporadic. Extremely sporadic.
So right now, potential 5th seeds
entire
include.
AFC is completely sporadic.
Yeah. Right now, potential 5th seeds are the Colts, Chargers, or Bills. That would be the North Division,
which is hilarious to me.
Player. Like the Steelers, if they win out, do have a home game, and in the playoffs in the first round, it'd be the Bills, Chargers, or Colts.
Love playing me the Bills again. If we make it.
Yeah. I mean, the Bills are the most one-dimensional team in arguably the history of the NFL. Let's see.
So like we were last year, 32nd in rushing.
I think the Bills are very good.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. But yeah, so the Ravens might lose out legitimately. The Ravens last 2 games, at home against the Packers, in Cincinnati, at home with the Rams, and then at home with the Steelers. They might lose out legitimately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can see the Ravens going 0-4 here and finishing last in the North.
The Ravens
legitimately can see that.
No, what's going to happen is everyone's going to go 2-2, in my opinion. Everyone's going to go 2-2. Because the Ravens can definitely. Oh, who they play after the Packers? Cincy. I think the Ravens will probably beat Cincinnati. And it's the Steelers game's in
Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore.
Dude, since he smacked the shit out of Baltimore already this year.
I know. They're just so all inconsistent. That's why I say it.
No,
yeah, I'm trying to look for that tweet. I'm trying to look for that tweet. It was funny. Is that it said Cincinnati beat Baltimore. Steelers beat Baltimore. Cincinnati beat Baltimore. Cleveland beat Cincinnati. Cleveland beat Baltimore. Cincinnati beat the Steelers. Cincinnati beat Baltimore. Like literally, there's not like it's back and like everyone has lost and won to at least one of the teams. Like it's crazy.
Okay, so here's
Nuts.
Cincy's, because again, I do believe Cincinnati is the most talented team left in the North.
Well, they're the most not as
But they're-
injured either.
Well,
Like,
and that's kind of a part of it.
Our
but I
whole
also don't
defense-
trust them as far as fucking Joe Burrow can throw a football.
our whole defense has been decimated. I mean, we haven't had Joe Hayden in 6 games, and it
Correct.
can show. TJ Watt, when he's there, is the best defensive player in the league when he's there. Cam Hayward is trying to play every single snap and do as much as he can. It's tough. We're
So-
really hurt.
Do you remember
So
how
here-
good of a season Devin Bush had, Cal, his first year?
Yeah, he sucks.
No,
And now
he's
he
fallen off
sucks.
miserably.
Bad.
Sucks.
Also, this is the Bengals schedule to close out. They play here in Denver this week. Then they have at home against the Ravens. They play the Chiefs at home, and then they play in Cleveland for Week 17.
See,
They
the
can
way
go,
that-
they can go,
But-
they can go 1-3 right there though.
But that's the thing. No, but that's the thing with that's what Cincinnati is. I can see them. Mark my words, losing to Denver this week, but then beating the Chiefs in 2 weeks after. Like that's the
Probably.
type of team they are. It's like they could come out and literally lay an absolute
mean,
egg like
legitimately,
they did against
like-
Cleveland and scored 8 points, and then go score 40 on Cleveland. I mean on the Chiefs. Like
Yeah, so Cleveland has Las Vegas, the Packers, Steelers, and Bengals. Cleveland can go 0-4 as well.
yeah. I think they beat the Raiders. The Raiders have fallen off them.
Raiders are a miserable joke
Yeah.
anymore, but yeah.
Yeah.
They shouldn't beat the Packers in Lambeau on Christmas Day. That just shouldn't happen.
Who do we play this week again? Who do the
Steelers?
play?
Play the Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
And then who the Ravens play the Packers. I think all 3 teams in AFC North win except for the Ravens. I think all 3 win this week except for the Ravens get beat by the Packers. I think Steelers
Yeah, I mean,
beat the
I
Titans.
don't see
I
it
think
happening,
the
but who
Bengals
knows?
beating the Broncos, and I think the Browns. Who the Browns play? You said again? The
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, I think 3 of those
agree.
teams win, and I think the Ravens lose.
Okay, well, if all 3 of those teams win, that springboards the Bengals into first, and I think then it's just basically like a half game lead
Yeah.
for like the entire
The
division.
biggest thing, what's going to hurt the Pittsburgh Steelers the most is that tie with the Lions, because that if we would have won that game, we had the tiebreaker over the Browns, Raiders, and Ravens. No,
Well, if
Bills.
that,
Bills.
well, if, okay,
We had
if
the
you guys
tiebreak-
don't-
We had the tiebreaker over all three of those teams in the wild card, except for the Raiders because they're not there. But they had the Bengals,
Connor touchdown.
Bills, and Raiders. Really? Let's go. I had.
In my
yeah, no,
personal
so if-
opinion, I don't know why you guys are so high on the Bengals. I really don't have that much faith in them.
they just have the most talent on like that to me. That's eye test says the Bengals are the team, but I don't trust them either, Kate. It's just the eye test tells me that, and I gotta
don't
trust. I
literally,
have to go with something other than just blind faith in the Steelers, which I do think the Steelers are going to win.
I do not think the Steelers are going to win the division. I don't think. I think
the Ravens are. The Ravens are dog shit.
I think the Ravens are still going to win the division.
I don't see that happening.
I
at
think
all.
the
I honest to
Ravens-
God
I
think
think-
they go 1-3.
I think the Ravens end up winning that game yesterday if they would have played. If Lamar plays.
I mean, dude, they were down fucking 24-3 at one point, and Huntley brought him back.
That's what I'm saying. But like
Like
he
Lamar
went out,
had
the first
1
quarter,
point in
didn't he?
fantasy. He had 18 yards.
Didn't he go on the first quarter though?
That's my point, and they still came back.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like I think it would have been a closer game throughout the game if he would have been playing the whole time. I don't know. I don't have faith in. I mean, I don't have faith in the Browns.
So you just don't have faith in 3 of the 4 teams, and you think the Ravens are going to squeak it out. Is that where you're at?
I the only thing I can think is like after hearing their schedules is like I think the Ravens will find a way to win the division at home against Pittsburgh. I think that's what's going to be the decider.
I don't even know if that one's going to be for the division. It could be Cleveland and Cincinnati, legitimately.
Oh, I know. I don't think Cincinnati will because you just told me their schedule. Well, the Ravens play the Rams. They play the man.
The Ravens are not guaranteed shit.
The Steelers.
They have
actually
2
might the
division
easiest
games and
schedule
they're
out of the 4.
No, I think the Bengals do. I think the Bengals,
Bengals have
do.
the easiest schedule.
Who do
Yeah.
they play again?
The Raiders,
Browns. Yeah, go ahead, go.
Browns.
No, they play Denver. The Cincinnati plays Denver this
Yeah,
week.
Cincinnati is
Denver.
Then they play the
Denver.
Chiefs.
Denver, Chiefs, Browns,
Ravens.
And the fourth one is the Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they have the easiest one.
Over Tennessee, Kansas City, Browns, Ravens?
Yes. Because Tennessee's
Yeah.
a playoff, actual
Tennessee
playoff
is the
team.
number 2 seed right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're an actual playoff team.
I don't
These
Or the
know.
Raiders-
This is the hardest schedule left in the AFC North today.
The Ravens are.
No, the
No,
Steelers.
the Steelers.
And then the Ravens.
ESPN
What are the
read
Ravens
that today.
again?
Ravens, Packers, Rams.
Steelers, Browns? No,
I
Steelers,
think so,
Bengals.
yeah.
No, I think they played the Browns twice already.
No.
No, it's not. It's the Bengals. It's not the Browns.
I would argue and say that one's probably tougher in my opinion. Between
Yeah,
the Packers, and Chiefs.
Packers, Bengals, Rams,
No, Packers
Steelers.
and Rams. Yeah, I don't know.
The
I don't
Ravens
know.
are
I don't
fucked,
think the Rams
man.
are gonna win. I don't know. It's a shitty. They're not. They're all like just above average teams playing against each other right now. Like it's a very like it's a mess. You
I
can't
would say the
pick
Packers
winner.
are slightly above average, but I could be wrong.
No, what?
We're saying the AFC North.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking. Okay, I thought you were talking about the Ravens' schedule. I was
They're
like, wait a
all
second. The
very
Rams and
above
Packers
average.
are above average.
Like,
Or
not
average?
one of those teams are a top 10 team in the league by any means, and they're all like in that like 20 to 12 range. It's just
Well, no, and that's
it's
what
just
my
a
point
mess.
is. I think whichever one squeaks out 3 wins in the last 4 weeks, 100% wins it. If they all go 2-2, I think the Ravens still lose out. I really do. I think the Ravens maybe go 1-3.
Yeah.
And that would put them at 9-8. And I mean, yeah, like 10-7 is going to win this division, in my opinion.
And like the thing is like they've been competitive with each other, but they've just been so sporadic out of their conference. Like
No, there's zero consistency out of those 4 teams.
Like the Steelers, like they'll play good games against the Chargers, turn around and tie the Lions. Like the Browns get
The
blown
Bengals
out
lost
by
to the fucking
Cincinnati, then
Jets.
They blew out like Denver. Like
I mean, the tie of the
It's just-
Lions, Big Ben wasn't playing. We had Mason Rudolph as quarterback. I mean,
I mean
that one's an asterisk. There's an asterisk there.
Still,
It's
still-
an asterisk there.
You still tied the
Yeah.
worst
There's
team in
definitely-
football.
We held an NFL team to 16 points. We only scored 16 points. I mean, there's an asterisk there.
Okay.
Yes,
but that also means that the Lions defense held you to 16 points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had Mason Rudolph as our quarterback. What do you mean?
No, I just think that this AFC North thing, I am so from an outside
It's
perspective with
actually
no
funny.
ties to it. I'm
It's
so
actually
excited
funny
to watch.
Whenever we usually are talking about like how competitive it is, it's usually because like the Steelers and the Ravens.
Steelers and
are, like-
Ravens are like 12-2 going into like
Yeah,
the final stretch.
right.
Yeah,
It's
but
really just
yeah,
a
but this is the
two-game race.
definition of competitive. We're all four
All four.
teams. Yeah, all 4 teams are a game out of the playoffs.
You may not be competitive with the NFL, but you're competitive with each other.
It
Yeah,
was like the AFC
Yeah.
or NFC East last year.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
a fucking
It's
shit
exactly
show
the
to
same
see,
thing.
but goddamn
Yes,
was it not entertaining.
It was 4 bad teams duking it out for a title.
yeah. But the difference is there's 4 mediocre teams in this one.
Right.
Mediocre,
It's just
you know,
it's
at
just-
best.
It's crazy.
Other than that, though, like the playoff picture goes, I mean, NFC's pretty much locked up with division winners at this point. The West is still up in the air a little bit, depending on the game tonight.
I'm telling you right now, I hate to say it, but I know the Packers are the Packers. They're gonna do well.
Yeah, I mean,
The-
they're
the
gonna lose in the championship game. It is what it is.
Arizona's gonna do well. The Rams are still don't know what they are, but they're still good.
They're the Bills of the NFC.
But I will tell you, let me tell you what, that 49ers team scares me. I do not want to play that team.
Dude, it's what
They're
I
not
said
even-
that
they're not
earlier
even in
this
the
year.
play-
I literally said that.
Yeah, they're not in the playoffs right now.
49ers were
No,
gonna-
that's the scary part. Is they're hitting their stride right now. They're
No, they are.
quietly winning games against good teams, just nonchalantly. No one's talking about them. They're just going through, winning by 10 points each game, just being quiet. Not
They're
causing
winning
no
3 of their
harm.
last 4.
Yeah, like they're hitting their stride right now. Like,
They play the Falcons, the Titans, the Texans, and the Rams.
yeah, that right there is 2-2 at worst.
Yeah, and that'll put them at 9-8.
Yep,
And that could be
That's-
a playoff team.
that's 2-2 at worst.
Well, I mean, dude, the Falcons are a fucking playoff team right now at 6-7.
Yeah.
Or no, I'm sorry, they're a bubble team at 6-7.
They were going into last week.
Yeah, going into last
The
week
Eagles
before
are
they
the
got
8th seed. We're almost there, baby.
Nope. Also 6-7, yeah. I mean, the Niners can make a push. It's just the Rams need to win tonight to make it interesting. Rams win tonight. Packers are the 1 seed. Cardinals are the 3 seed. Tampa's the 2 seed. Rams are the 5 seed for sure. And the Niners will probably get in at 6 or 7.
And they will be a scary 7th seed.
No, they absolutely would.
Something
But
not
that would
related.
mean I really wish they'd play the Cowboys in the first round, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see where Spencer Rattler went?
Yeah, SC.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Not
USC?
USC, South Carolina.
South Carolina, yeah.
He's dog shit. So also, hey, Bo Nix.
Talk about falling from grace.
Yeah,
Really quick, and then we can be done with college football. Bo Nix, Auburn's quarterback, who by all accounts should be a top draft pick next year, entered the transfer portal, and also Ohio State, because we all assumed C.J. Stroud's leaving for the NFL, right?
You would think.
Like he's not going back to Ohio State.
I mean, how can?
No,
Yeah.
what do you mean, guys? He's a true freshman.
Yeah,
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he's going back.
So
Okay.
yeah, by rule, he has to go back.
Yeah.
I retract my statement, but he would, if he was a sophomore, be going to the league.
I mean, you're not a Heisman finalist and don't go to the league.
Speaking of the Heisman finalists, did you hear the shade that Hutchinson threw to him in his when
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
talking
awesome.
to him at the beginning?
Yeah,
That
did
was
you
great.
See the absolute outrage that people had about Desmond Howard like tagging along with it.
It's great.
He did play along with it, yeah.
Yeah,
was
which
great.
is completely normal. Like, dude, you
Yeah,
guys
He's a
it's
Michigan
TV.
guy.
It was
Desmond's a
great
Michigan
TV.
guy.
Great TV. Great TV.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. But yeah, Ohio State's 5-star recruit at quarterback that was going to take up the mantle after CJ is entering the transfer portal as well. So he's probably going to go
he's at
to
Texas.
a very.
He committed today to Texas.
He committed to Texas. That poor dumb bastard.
Well, he's from there. He was originally.
Hook 'em.
I don't give a shit. The Longhorns are fucking trash, dude.
Hook him.
He originally signed to Texas out of high school. And then when the NIL was passed, he decommitted, went to Ohio State, secured the bag, and then came back to the school he actually wanted to play for.
Hook him.
Dude, I saw a really funny tweet today that has to do with the NIL. When the NCAA games come back, like when you're getting recruited out of high school and you're be a pro, well, be an amateur.
Yep.
They want to implement 5-star schools like Alabama being able, like, hey, I can get you an NIL deal with Chick-fil-A for X amount of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you go to like fucking, the University of fucking Southern Mississippi in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, and you can get a NIL deal with Jim's Auto Shop.
Love it.
I want that to be a thing.
Oh, yeah. I hope it is.
Anything else go on in college?
College basketball is crazy. Number ones are. I know it's not.
I was going to say
football.
that it's complete parody this year.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's going to be like that. I think from now on, for the mere fact is, other schools are getting better. It's not just the same, power, 10 team schools that are always good. I know, like I said, it's not with football, but
nice.
it's the same happening with football. Look at the college football playoff. We have two teams in there that it's their first time ever. Michigan obviously is a well-known program. Cincinnati is a definitely up-and-coming program as of late. But it's going to be exciting to watch. I hope we have a Cincy Michigan championship.
I want nothing more just to say fuck
so
the
fantastic.
SEC.
Yeah, it'd be so fantastic. A lot of experts are saying that it very well could happen.
I mean, it's a long shot, but goddamn, I'd be jacked about it.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were saying that Michigan has a very, 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 very good chance of beating Georgia, just because Georgia hasn't really played that much competition all year long, and when they finally did, they got beat by 2 scores to Bama. So
well, and on top of it, I think that Michigan has played with fire all fucking year in the Big Ten.
oh yeah,
They
they know how to beat good teams.
Well, that's just it. And on top of it, yeah, I mean, their defense is solid. Your defense has to be solid in the Big Ten. That's just a fact, which that was Georgia's whole thing. Like, oh, our defense is literally generational. All right, great. But Michigan also knows how to play defense, and Godspeed running away from Hutchinson because he's going to eat you.
And you have Cade back there slinging the rock.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like, I mean, Michigan's offense is no slouch either. I mean, they can put up, they scored 42 points back-to-back games against Ohio State and then in the Big Ten championship against Iowa, who by all accounts didn't know what offense was. The only reason they were 10-2 was because of their defense.
Yep.
So it's not like they can't score. Like Michigan opening, I think it was like a 7 or 8 point dogs. It blew my mind a little bit, but SEC bias, I get it.
It's actually great.
Are those games played on New Year's Day? Is that what
Yes.
it is?
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Ohio State didn't lost finally. It didn't make the playoffs, and they still get to play in the fucking Rose Bowl.
Yeah. Yes,
Bullshit.
Utah. Yes, Utah. Is that
Yeah,
what it
it's
is?
Utah. I think Utah's it fucking blows their wheels off, man. We saw what Oregon did to them. I genuinely think Utah wins that game big.
Let's see.
Like, Utah has an air raid offense, and they know how to fucking score.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you weren't sure, I'm putting a lot of money on Utah. Also, really quick, just to circle back to the NFL, because I do want to talk about this. We talked about it prior. The people that were here early on YouTube probably saw it. Josh Allen is worth every single cent of that $40 million a year, and the Bills are fucking dead. I mean, that game's a blowout without Josh Allen. He had 500 yards of total offense or close to it.
Yeah, I would say.
Like, Josh is that dude.
I would say that the Buffalo Bills are the complete definition of overreaction, like, for one season.
I think as a team they are, but Josh is the real deal.
I'm not talking
Just,
about
they just put all their eggs in one basket and have nothing else. They have
I'm just
nowhere
saying
else
It was
to
the
put
Packers for like 5 straight years when Mike McCarthy was there. It was like, hey, Aaron, go win a game.
Yeah.
They're 1-4 against above 500 teams. That's not good.
That is the Rams. You were right in that comparison then.
Yep, it's literally the Rams. They are the Rams of the AFC and the Rams of the Bills of the NFC.
No, the Rams are actually, I think, also 1-4.
Like Josh Allen played well after the score got out of hand and they were able to kind of beat up a soft defense. And he did everything he could. I mean, you got to give it to him.
I mean, he ran for over 100 yards, had touchdowns, like threw for over 300. The dude was doing all that he could. I mean, he literally left the stadium in a walking boot because he was that hurt.
To be honest with you, the Bills are the definition of like, you can't win one way, like, type of team. You know, we've seen, you know, the good teams in the NFL. We've seen them win on the ground. We've seen them win in the air. We've seen them win, like, controlling the ball, like, last night, the Green Bay Packers closed up that game with an 8.5-minute drive in the fourth quarter to a touchdown to Devontae Adams. That's just not throwing the ball. Like, that's running the ball.
Oh no, that's using your really good running backs to just fucking punish people.
The Bills are just like, they just don't.
Well, okay, so
they gave the starting running back 4 carries.
No, they didn't have a run in the first half.
It's not good to run your franchise quarterback like that too. Like, you can't do that.
No, like, they didn't have a single handoff for the entire first half. But here's my thought process on this thing. Here's my thought process on what the Bills are right now. The Bills are designed for one thing and one thing only, and that is for a shootout against the Chiefs. They will beat the Chiefs in a shootout, period, because that's what they're built for. Their defense is fast, small dudes. That's why you can run the ball all over them, as we just saw with the Patriots. They can't fucking stop a cold.
Right.
They are built for a shootout with Josh Allen throwing the ball 55 times to the receivers that are, by all accounts, really fucking good and not run the ball at all. And their defense is small, fast cover dudes.
And that's why they were able to come back. That's why they were able to come back yesterday.
Yeah, they're built for one thing, and that's it. It's to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs. They're built to beat the Chiefs and no other fucking team.
Right.
After they got embarrassed by the Chiefs in the championship game, they said, "Fuck it, we're beating this team." Like, it's the Penguins have done it in the past in hockey. Like, certain teams you build, like the Penguins were built with speed, and then they got their fucking asses kicked the next year when teams went physical. Like, teams built to do one specific thing, excel at it. They beat the Chiefs earlier this year. We saw that.
Yep.
Everything else they fucking suck at, though.
It's actually been all downhill since then, since they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, no, it has. That was their crown jewel. Like, Denver beating the Cowboys. Yep. That's gonna be the shining moment of the season.
Yep, like, they've literally been like it's been a downhill slide since then. I mean, like, I was talking about this with Cal earlier today, because one of our friends, Griffin, he tweeted that, like, the Buffalo Bills, like, got gypped last night because of those calls, which I 100% will say they were bad. Not arguing that. But you were down 24-10 going into the fourth quarter. I think you should be more mad about that. You should be more mad that your team is 3-5 in their last 8 games. You should be more mad that they're 1-4 in their against teams above 500 for the year. Like, they beat one team above 500. They haven't beaten anybody else. And we have another person who's been on the podcast, Josh, talk about point differential. Yeah, well, when you play against the Jets and you beat them 35-0, congrats, man. But
Like
then
I said,
when you
the
gotta
Broncos do
go
the
on the
same
road,
thing.
when you gotta go on the road and you gotta win a tough game, one tough game. They have to win one tough game against Tampa Bay, or they had to win a game against, I don't know who they lose to last week. The Patriots.
Dude,
You
we're
gotta
not
win-
having this fucking conversation if they also just beat the fucking Jaguars.
Yeah, you got to beat one
Like-
team. One team that with above 500 record, and you were. And I understand they went into overtime, but they were never in that game for the
It wasn't-
first 48 minutes. They were not in that game for 48 minutes. That is not like you cannot be mad that your team didn't get a holding call in overtime when you were down 24-3 at one point. Like you just can't. Like you just can't do it.
I mean, in the last 4 games, they played 3 playoff team caliber teams, and they got beat by 30 against the Colts. They
Forgot about that.
Jonathan
won.
Taylor scored 5 touchdowns that game. Like I said, they can't stop
They
the run
won
because
by-
they're designed to beat the Chiefs.
They then won by 30 against the Saints, with Trevor Siemian as their quarterback, whatever. But then lost to the Patriots, and then lost to the Buccaneers. So out of the last 4 games, Well, actually,
Kamara was
I
hurt
already
for the
saying-
Saints game too. Kamara was
yeah,
hurt.
I'm gonna even say I'm gonna go all the way back to the Titans game. They've I'm gonna go all the way to literally their entire season. They beat one team that is a playoff team,
Yeah.
and that is the Chiefs. That's
Yeah.
it.
And
They lost to the
10
Steelers?
weeks ago.
That's what I'm saying.
And it
They
was
lost
10
to-
weeks ago.
one thing.
They lost to the Steelers.
Yep.
They lost to the Titans. They lost to the Colts.
Yep.
They lost to the Patriots, and they lost to the Bucks.
Yep.
All 6 of those teams are playoff. Well,
You
yeah.
will see in the
All
you
5
will
of
see
those
in the
teams
postseason if
are
you go deep
postseason.
enough.
Yeah, the Steelers might not be a good, but
Yeah, but
they're
but they're in
they're
the hunt.
5
They can
playoff
win it.
teams. No, they're
My
5.
pick to win the North.
They're 5 playoff teams. They're 5 playoff teams, and they lost to 5 of them. The only one they won was the Chiefs out of the 6 playoff teams that they played this year.
That's wholeheartedly why I believe they went fully
So that
invested
tells
in
me
beating one team.
If they squeak into the playoffs, because right now they're the 7th seed, right? They're 7th seed.
Yeah, right now they're still in, but it is barely.
Yeah.
No, they're going to make the
They have
playoffs.
they have a 66% chance of making the playoffs. They have a 22% chance of winning
Yeah,
the
Kornacki
the
had this
East.
on TV last night.
Yeah, they have a 22% chance of winning the East, which is not going to happen.
No.
Not
They're going to get beat by the Patriots in the final game of the season.
Yeah.
They're going to squeak into the playoffs. They're going to play like if they're the 7th seed, they're going to play like the Chiefs. The Chiefs are going to be the 2 seed. I'm talking. The Chiefs are going to be the 2 seed.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Patriots and then Chiefs. They're going to play the Chiefs.
I think they beat them. I honestly do. I think that's the only thing they have.
I'm taking because I don't know who's going to come
No,
up.
the Chiefs are a better team this time around, though. They're a
I
much
think they
better
are
team
too.
this
Their
time around.
defense, like I've said,
I don't know
the
who's
last 3
gonna-
years, their defense starts playing at week 13 on.
I think that the Chiefs will open as like a 2.5 point favorite.
In Arrowhead, they already have gone into Arrowhead and won. It'll be a little colder, but it's fucking Buffalo.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm saying the Chiefs.
No,
are
but their
much
defense,
better.
the
Listen,
Chiefs'
the
defense is
same
actually
thing
starting
happened
up.
with the Chiefs.
no, it's way better now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
It happens every year.
The
They do this every
Chiefs'
year.
Defense was not
Yes.
great. They were
Yeah.
not playing well. And then when the Buffalo came to town again, they gave up 17 points and won by almost 2 scores. I think it was it's.
I thought they blew the Chiefs out.
No. I'm talking about during the playoffs.
No, in the playoffs last year.
The same thing happened. And the Bills were a better football team last year than they are this year, by far. So
I would say last year they were definitely a better team. Also, losing Tre'Davious White was a huge thing that I didn't think was as big of a deal as it clearly is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a
Oh,
top
yeah.
5 corner in the game. Definitely is.
Yeah, no, losing him was huge apparently.
The
Yeah, it'd be
Buffalo
like you
Bills
guys
will
losing
make the
Kevin King.
playoffs, guys.
I
The
hate you
Buffalo
so
Bills will make the
fucking much.
playoffs because they play the Panthers, Patriots, Falcons, Jets, which is like the Bills have had a cakewalk of a season, and
Except for the 6 teams that I mentioned off, and they were 1-5 against those 6 teams.
right. But other than that, though, they played the Dolphins, they played Washington, they played the Texans, they played the Dolphins, the Jags, the Jets, the Saints, the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Jets. So like they literally played 10 teams that are not very good, like not great. Like the Dolphins, like they've gotten better, but the Dolphins when they played
Dolphins have gotten better. The Saints are no slouch, although they're up in the air depending on who's quarterbacking.
with the Saints, that the team that they fielded when he played were not good.
No, they, like I said, they were starting their third string quarterback and didn't have Kamara.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was
Like,
it was not
that's a big
fun to
deal.
watch on Thanksgiving.
Right.
For me.
The Saints won this week, though. They won pretty well, pretty handily, didn't they?
They had Kamara had touched the ball 34 times.
They also played against someone bad. Who was it?
Holy fuck, 34 times.
They played against someone horrible.
I can tell you.
Thank God.
One second, I'll tell you right now.
Saints played.
I will tell you right now. They beat
They played the Jets.
Jets, exactly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Zach Wilson threw 42 times and only completed 19 passes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
That's
Kamara.
like
20.
No, it was
Hey.
Zach
Oh.
Wilson's real stat line: 19 of 42.
Speaking of stats, a huge developing story. Cade had a huge, almost Drew type lock situation with the whole Trevor Lawrence interception over under bet that we had at the beginning of the season. He only had 10 going into last week. He had 4 interceptions on Sunday.
Yeah, I was
Guess
in
who had the
fucking
Titans
clear.
defense?
I was in the clear.
He is now 14 interceptions. He is 5 away from that 19 number. Cade, it was 6 away from losing.
It's 19 and a half.
Was it 19 and a half? I thought it was
Yes.
19.
I thought it was 18 and a half.
No, because Cal said he was
No,
gonna
it was
Looks like
definitely
we're losing.
19.
No,
it was
Cal
definitely
said he was
19.
gonna have 20, and I said he will not have 20. And then I said you'll probably have somewhere around like 16 to 17.
There's
And
what,
Cal
4
said
games
we did
left?
it at 19 and a half.
It's
We could go quick.
very possible.
Who are they
Yes.
playing?
Listen,
Who are
the
they
worst-
playing?
The worst part is it wasn't. I had it locked. I could almost double down on it. That's how good it was.
And he
through
threw 4
13
this week.
weeks.
Jacksonville's last 4 games.
Are 2 easy teams and 2 hard teams.
Patriots and Colts alone.
Yeah. They got the They got the
He
Texans.
might
Jets.
throw 7 against the Patriots. Belichick eats rookies.
Oh, he does.
And then they got the Colts to finish out the season.
He might throw 7 against fucking Bill Belichick, dude. That's not a joke. He might
did the
just.
Raiders? Wait, did the Raiders really do like a team huddle on the Chiefs logo
Yeah.
and then get
Oh, yeah.
blown out by 40?
Yes. All week
Dude.
they were talking about how they were going to do the same thing they did last year because they went into Arrowhead and won last year, and like the buses circled and that whole fucking thing. So yeah, pre-game they did a whole team huddle on the Arrowhead.
Oh, and by the way, boys,
And left 41.
remember when we did our predictions and crazy things for the year for the NFL season? Remember
Yes.
when I said the Colts are going to be Super Bowl contenders? They
Yeah,
have quickly
I said Chargers
have
making a
quickly-
playoff run.
they have quickly moved up to the currently 6th seed, so they are there. And Carson Wentz loves the playoffs when he's there.
I'm here for it.
He played
Where
one
is
game.
that?
Exactly. He loves it when he's there. And they have that's a good game this week. They got a tough. Well, they got 2 tough games right back to back coming. They got the Patriots. That'll be a good game this week. That'll be a really good game.
Jesus Christ, I was all over the place on these predictions. I have them written down right here. You guys want to hear what I had? 14 weeks ago now?
Yeah, let's hear our progress. Where are we at?
I don't know about you guys. I wrote mine down. I have mine written down. I have MVP Josh Allen. That one's out the fucking window.
No, it's
No.
not.
Offensive Player of the Year, I had Tyreek. Not gonna happen.
No.
No.
Defensive Player of the Year, this one's still up in the air. TJ Watt. Can happen. Can
Best-
happen.
He needs
Best
things
best
to
player
go
in
his
football
way.
when he's on the field.
My Offensive Rookie of the Year, I had Rondale Moore just because he was like plus 8,000.
Mhm.
While not bad, not Offensive Player of the Year. That's Mac Jones for sure.
Yep.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, unfortunately, Micah Parsons has locked this up regardless of what Surtain does because I picked Surtain.
Surtain's been playing really good lately,
He's
though.
really fucking good, but it's not Micah Parsons. level.
Really good.
Michael
Really
Best
good.
record I had the Bills. That one's a mile off.
Yeah.
My Super Bowl prediction was the Bills and Packers. because
Still
I want to see
Still
that.
very there. That's still there.
And my surprise was Chargers make a deep run, and I said at least the divisional, if not the championship game.
Where are
They're
they
8-5.
stand right now?
Yeah,
where
they're
do they-
8-5. They're the fifth
Okay.
or sixth seed right now.
They're
No,
the 5th.
sixth
They're the
seed?
5th.
seed?
5th. They're the 5th seed. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I felt
think-
very.
I know.
good.
I know. I had Wentz as the MVP because that was just my.
Yeah.
You
Did
know.
I say Kyler
throw it
for
out there.
MVP?
What?
Did I say Kyler for MVP?
I mean, you're a front runner.
No,
so
you
yeah.
said Stafford.
Oh, I did say Stafford. It
You
was
did say
Stafford.
Stafford.
I said
yeah.
the Rams win the Super Bowl. I said Stafford would win.
You said Rams best record, Rams Super Bowl, and Stafford for MVP.
Yep. I
You
don't
were-
remember
you were
what he was
heavy
the
on the
player of
Rams.
year.
Yeah.
I
You might even
TJ
put.
Watt too, though.
You might have put Donald on the defensive player of the year too,
No,
because
I
you just
didn't.
went.
No,
You
we
just
all
went
had
so
we all
dick
had all
first.
4 of us agreed TJ.
We all said TJ Watt.
And
And-
you said Derrick Henry. Cade, you said Derrick Henry is offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
And if that,
Which I would have got. I would have got if he would have.
Yeah, offensive player of the year right now is Cooper Kupp, 100%.
yeah,
Okay, question though: if Derrick Henry didn't get hurt, do we think it's Derrick Henry or him?
yeah,
It's Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Yeah, Derrick
He was
Henry.
he was on
Do you
pace
guys
for
know
like
that-
2,300
quite literally,
yards.
I right now with the way that this season has gone with players cycling in and out, I think this would have been the best year and probably the most likely year that Derrick Henry would win the MVP.
No, I
Yeah.
completely agree with that.
Yeah,
Because,
I agree.
again, he was on pace for like 2,300 yards.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, Derrick Henry's still the 8th highest fantasy scoring running back through 14 weeks, and he only played 8 of them.
He hasn't played like 6 weeks.
He hasn't,
Yeah.
he hasn't played 8 of them. I mean, he played only 8 of them. That's how good
Yeah.
he was. It took Jonathan Taylor, for as good as Jonathan Taylor's been this year, it took him 2 weeks or 3 weeks to pass him.
I think it was 3 to pass him
Yep.
officially.
Yeah. Which
And
is fucking
also-
stupid.
Also, if it wasn't for that groin of his, TJ Watt was definitely sniffing Michael Strahan's sack record. So sniffing it.
I still think that he gets player of the year as long as he doesn't get injured anymore.
Dude,
He
look,
was
so
nipping.
Kyle, we talked
You
about this
cannot
earlier.
give defensive player of the year to a fucking rookie. It's gonna tilt the shit out of me.
Listen, it's like I was saying this to Cal. It's so tough to give it to him because if the Steelers don't make the playoffs, like there's just team success narratives around these awards. Like end of story. Like we're
No,
not gonna
it is team
we are
success,
not gonna lie and
regardless.
say that isn't true. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it, but I'm saying if the Steelers don't make the playoffs, I don't think he wins. I don't.
And you're probably right because the Cowboys are making the playoffs regardless, which
Right.
means it's an
And-
easy lock for
and,
Micah.
like, say if the Browns make the wild card and Myles Garrett
See,
had a great season,
I was telling
Myles
Cade
Garrett
is
will
I
not
don't
win
think
it.
I don't think Micah gets it. I think if anyone that's not named TJ Watt, it's Myles Garrett.
I mean, what the fuck is Aaron Donald doing this year? Is he just having a pedestrian year with like 10 sacks?
Yeah, he's just being quiet, but he's still having a career for any other defensive tackle in the history of the football. But he's just being quiet. Like tonight, he had that tipped pass that was an
7
interception.
sacks.
He had that tipped pass that was
Which
an
is so
still a good
interception.
year.
disgusting from the middle nose tackle spot. Like,
It's still a
that's-
good year.
Yeah,
still
I mean,
so good.
He, like I said, he just had that tip pass that was an interception just
he-
a second ago on the goal line.
He's
for
one of those guys that
encounters.
even if it doesn't show what he's doing like on the stat sheet, he's affecting the game almost more than
That
anyone.
dude for the defensive player of the year is still probably going to get 4 or 5 votes.
Honestly, as he should.
Just
As he
because
should.
it's his name. Just because of his name.
I did not know that he had 20 sacks in 2018
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's a from
Yeah,
the
no,
nose
he's a
tackle.
freak, dude.
from the
Yeah.
nose guard.
From the nose
Yeah.
tackle.
Nose tackle.
And he's
Yeah.
only 6.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's not like a fucking Vince Wilfork or Kenny Clark. He's 6'1".
He's just a
280
fucking
284.
animal. There's
Like-
Oh my god.
And he
But it's
played
pure
for
muscle.
the University of Pittsburgh.
he's the most
Like-
athletic.
Like, come on.
That is
He-
my almost exact dimensions, although I think I'm 287. But I'm
Yeah.
all fat.
But again, I was gonna say we can take shirtless pictures of you and him next to each other
Yeah.
and say
Be
you
the
guys
same-
weigh the
same
same.
They
weight,
are the
same
same.
height.
We are one of
Same
the
weight, same
here.
height, but there's going to be something glaringly different.
And he's got
It's
a much
crazy.
bigger
It's
penis.
crazy.
His
how big
penis
he is.
size. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say
Well, like
that.
okay, like Derrick Henry and I. Derrick Henry has 20 pounds on me, but we're the same height, and he can run infinitely faster and has 20 pounds of just sheer muscle.
It's
No,
so
literally-
funny watching
Literally, Levi
Like-
Levi is Derrick Henry. Like that's Derrick
Yeah.
Henry.
No,
Just-
Derrick
yeah,
Henry's like
like-
235, 240, 6'3".
Yeah.
Levi's 3.
Yeah, he's 300. Yeah. Levi could play in the league if it wasn't for his knees, you know.
Oh my god, no, he couldn't.
Don't say that around him.
All right,
He
hey,
could
let's
not.
talk about this really quick.
Hey, Peyton, 1 + 1 is 3, you idiot.
It is actually. This weekend, arguably the biggest event in golf outside of a major. Tiger Woods is back after 9 months of rehabbing his almost amputated leg with his son.
I think it was all fake. I need to see medical records.
Oh my
That is
god.
absolutely remarkable.
He
You just
literally
said
sat
that.
there and said that with the coldest stare. Like, could not be more cold.
I
You
believe
said
it.
You just said that.
I believe it.
What'd he say?
Oh my god.
It was all fake. I need to see the medical records.
Did the Mafia need him to go away like they did with Michael Jordan back in the 90s?
No,
like
he was part of the name that should not be
the
named.
Illuminati?
No, Jeffrey, last name.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Actually, I could see it.
Wow. So was looking Alec Baldwin or whatever his name was. Who was it this week? This came out. He just deleted everything. It wasn't Alec Baldwin. It was another famous actor. He just deleted all of his social medias because his name showed up in. And we're not going down this path, but that person's diary. of like the journal, the ledger that he has of all
This
the
is a
names that
sports
were involved.
podcast.
I don't know who you're talking
Pop
about,
culture.
but yeah, it's pop culture.
It
falls
was.
in
I
line.
can't remember the actor's name.
Baldwin's the one that shot the guy.
It
So
wasn't
the lady.
Baldwin. He looks like Baldwin. Kind
Was
of
it
like
a different
looks the same.
Baldwin?
No.
It wasn't Kevin Spacey, right?
Yes. No, it wasn't Kevin Spacey.
I don't-
That would
Spacey
make
did-
sense. That makes sense. That
Yeah,
he
no,
should be on
Spacey
that
dealt
list.
with this like 3 years
He
ago.
should be on that list.
Probably is on that
You
list.
guys
So,
keep. You
Kevin
guys
Spacey
keep
was in
talking.
the diary, though.
Yeah, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna find this because this was spicy.
Well, no, it's important. But yeah, no, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not doing fuck all Saturday. My Christmas party's Saturday, so I'm plopping my
I'm excited to
happy
watch
ass-
Charlie. I'm more excited to watch Charlie than I am Tiger. I've seen Tiger play 1,000 fucking times. Charlie's the one I want to see.
But I like watching them both play together. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy that and the conversations they have.
Oh, I got a
Same.
serious problem.
Why?
When I put, I'm not. This is what my Instagram looks like when you pull up to the search menu.
Oh yeah, no, mine's mine's a nightmare.
It's either girls in bikinis, golf swings, and Juice World. That's it.
Yeah, no, that's I'm pretty sure mine's right there too, which makes it a massive problem. Like if I go to my so instead of Juice World, I have hockey, golf, and chicks in bikinis. Like that is my
Oh, what's that?
or this jackhammer jumping by itself. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for that. I just want to see how he plays more than anything. Like, regardless, Cal, if you believe that he was on a list or something, I'm excited to see how Tiger plays.
They asked Tiger what his swing speed was like today, and he said that Charlie's swinging it faster than he is right now, technically. He also said that Charlie hit a growth spurt, and he moved back a tee at Medalist, and he broke 80. He's like 8 years old.
Good to know that the kid's already better than me.
He's 8 years old.
Wait, Charlie's only 8?
He's like that. He's not that old. He's older than that. He's
I
like.
thought he was like 13 or 14.
I don't think he's 13 or 14. I don't. Here, I'll look it up.
We have the internet.
He's 12.
It was Baldwin.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Baldwin. Alec Baldwin deleted his Twitter account.
He's
It
12.
was
Are you sure
revealed
that's not
the
for
actor's
shooting
name.
someone?
No, it was revealed that the actor's name was in Jeffrey Epstein's directory.
Interesting. Okay.
I
Something to
knew
keep
it
an eye
was.
on.
I knew it was him. That son of a bitch. That blank shooting bastard.
Dude, Blanche will fuck you up.
Peyton said he's 3, so I'm gonna go with that.
All right, cool.
He's 12.
He's 12.
Yes.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
just showing
Charlie's 12.
So he's a preteen. Wow, nice.
Yeah, no, I'm just excited. I'm excited for the event. I'm excited to see Tiger back more than anything. I want to see him swing.
Is he gonna be taking a cart like John Daly does in this?
Yes.
That's what Charlie wants him to do.
He's taking a card.
I think
makes
he
sense.
has to take a cart, right?
I can't wait to see Little John. That he steals the show every
He's
year.
not little.
I know, but they call him that. They call him that, but he
John Jr.
beats that some bitch.
JJ.
Beats it.
I bet he hits it over 300 now.
Oh, easy. He was hitting over 300 last year, pretty sure. And dude, he's like 16, 17 years old now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just short of making. He's just short
He's
of
gone
deciding
to
where
beat
he's
him.
playing.
Yeah.
He's gonna be deciding where he's playing here next. Where did John Daly go to college? I can't remember where he played.
I'll
It
tell you.
had to be Georgia or something stupid in the South. Has to be. I will believe nothing else.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Told you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kansas.
Arkansas.
Did
It's where Brandon lives.
Did you see that clip this week of him? Like they were just doing a chipping contest, and he
He
had
had
a beard in one hand and
Just,
he hit
just
it
left-handed.
left-handed. And it was nonchalant. It was just so nonchalant. That dude has so much talent. It's not even funny. Like
Pretty sure he
it's
skull fucked
disgusting.
that chip, though. I'm not going to lie.
No, he
It
pinched
looked,
it
it
perfectly.
looked like he hit it then.
Did you see it spin?
Evan, he hit it
thought
left-handed, one-handed. Shut the fuck
He
up.
skull fucked it.
He
What an
clipped
idiot.
that motherfucker.
Why did you post it?
He did post. He don't even have social media for Pete's sake. I saw that there was a video. I don't know if you guys saw that was going around. He had an interview, and it was him and Tiger. His favorite story of Tiger is back when they were both in their heyday and stuff.
Yeah, this is a great story. It really
Yeah.
is.
And it was after they played. I don't know if they played. It was a practice round or it was a tournament. It was in the tournament. I think it was a practice round. And they both played together, and they both played horribly. So instead of John Daly going out to the range and hitting golf balls like Tiger did, Tiger went out and practiced the rest of the day. He immediately went to the bar. He proceeded to drink 3/5 of Crown at the bar.
Tiger?
No,
John.
Daly.
Okay.
And every time that Tiger would come through, John Daly tried to get him over to come get a drink. He's like, no, I can't. I gotta go a putt. I gotta go hit ball. Whatever. Tiger full well knowing, knows that John Daly is supposed to sing. I can't remember what song. It wasn't the national anthem, but he was supposed to sing a song at the dinner of the founders of the company that's hosting the tournament. So Tiger's just letting them just get absolutely plastered. Okay. And Tiger also knows that they're supposed to their pairing is together tomorrow morning. So Tiger just let him get plastered. Finally goes up to him. He's like, "Hey, John, you realize you got to in about 15 minutes you got to go sing in front of all these the donors and everything for this tournament." John's like, "What?" He's like, I thought he was joking, but he's like, "No, you were nominated to sing." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." And Tiger's like, he doesn't know that I actually could sing. He's like, he doesn't know that I'm actually pretty good on the strings. So everyone's in all 3-piece suits, decked to the nine. He comes walking out in the clothes that he played in that day. Everyone's dressed 3-piece suits. He comes out and he tunes the guitar. He's like, I'm playing. He's like, okay, this is good enough. And he sings an absolute. He's like, one of the best performances I've ever done. He's like, standing ovation. Everything was great. Tiger's over there with his mouth dropped. He's like, what the hell? They wake up the next morning. They're paired together, and he goes, "I went out there, hung over as all get out, and beat him by 6 or 7 shots." He's like, the entire time that I was playing in the round, I was drinking Diet Cokes in the styrofoam cup, and Tiger kept asking me what I was drinking. He goes, "Oh, just Crown and Diet Coke." And he's like, "You can't drink Crown on PGA Tour; they'll kick you out." But I made him think that, But I ended up beating Tiger by 5 or 6 shots that day, and he was very shocked and very upset. But he's like, sometimes I told him after the game, throughout the rounds, like sometimes you just gotta let loose. Tiger gotta let loose. He's like, at the end of the tournament, he's like, I think Tiger beat me that week, but that day, I beat him hungover. It was like my favorite Tiger story of all time, because Tiger was playing head games with him the day before, but so was John. He's like, he didn't know that I was playing him back, and that was the best part. It was so funny. I would have killed to see those two back in the day, like two complete polar opposites. Obviously, John Daly didn't have the success that Tiger did, but he did plenty well for himself. But it is so funny. It's almost very similar to what DJ was, compared to like say someone like Jordan Spieth, who's like more straight arrow type stuff.
Yeah, he was
DJ to Rory.
Yeah, DJ Rory. Yeah. Rory's going.
That was nowhere near the story that I heard. But
you didn't hear that? Well, which one did you hear?
Oh, I thought it was kind of the same one. You started off about the same, where John Daly was drinking at the bar. He tried to get Tiger to come drink with him.
Yeah.
And Tiger said to him, "If I had as much as talent as you had, Daly,
yeah, that too.
I'd be right where you are."
Yep.
And then he left. They went and Daly beat him the next day by 5 or 6 shots, and he comes up. He's like, "Hey," he's like, "What were you drinking last night? I might have to go try it or something like that."
yeah. He said that too. That was part of it. Yeah, it's the same story.
Yeah,
it's the same story. But no, it's just fantastic. It's great. I love it. John Daly, I wish was playing right now, because I feel like he would be the most beloved golfer in the sport.
He'd be up there.
For the way the social media is, and the way golf is going, where it's more inviting to people like our age and that didn't play before and just want to go out there and have a good time. I think people would just flock to John Daly. It would be.
No, John would be huge right now in today's social media area. If we got prime John Daly right now, yeah.
Is JT and Mike playing?
Yes. The defending champs, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they should be.
Also, the Rams are definitely going to win this ball game tonight.
There was a Barstool.
This is huge for me, as a Packers fan.
There's a Barstool exclusive. If you opt in, you put at least a $30 bet on the money line, you got a free Barstool Sportsbook beanie, whether win or lose.
Solid.
But I didn't do it. But
I think so I'm going to lose to Ty.
Oh yeah, big time. Levi's already lost.
Yeah,
so.
which that's something we got to bring up. I mean, like we talked about this beginning of the season.
I was
For
gonna wait
most of
till
you guys
next
know.
week, but
Yeah, I know, but most of y'all know it happens. It's deciding tonight. You honestly mounted a very valiant effort, coming in. I mean, you won three in a row.
nah, 3 in a row. I won
Three in
the
a
last
row.
3, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ty was.
I came in 2-9 on the year and won 3 in a row.
Yeah, Ty was in the basement. I mean, he was
Oh, I
pretty
was
much
poverty.
Yeah, we all were ready just to watch Ty do the punishments of the fantasy football league, and but he put a valiant effort to he almost got me in there. I mean, we're gonna finish the same record, but I was gonna win the tiebreaker.
But you have me by like 300 points.
Yeah, but yeah, Levi came down to between Ty and Levi this week. You guys at some point we're gonna be posting the video of whenever Levi does it. Of him doing the NFL Combine drills as the punishment for our fantasy football league, taking last place.
Yeah, I mean, I have 171 points right now. It's the highest I've scored all year.
Yeah,
I need to score. If I score 136, I'm in the playoffs, I think. Or either that, or it's either 136 or 141, because the tiebreaker is going to be with the tiebreaker's points, right? Points scored.
Points scored, yeah.
Yeah.
So me and Peyton are really close.
Yeah, no, I have no right of being in here, legitimately.
And then, I mean, I would play either Bob or Maurice.
I'm gonna score roughly 170 points this week and lose.
So I need Connor to have another touchdown or Ertz get a touchdown or something. Some more yards.
Yeah, the last 3 weeks I've scored 154, 134, and 171.
Yeah.
Like I strung off these 3 against Peyton and Garrett are up, aren't they? But yeah, they're both in the playoffs.
Peyton's on the edge. Peyton's on the edge.
Well, isn't Garrett like first
Garrett's
or
locked
third
in
or something?
He's fourth. He's the 4th seed. He's locked in.
Yeah,
at the 4th.
beat him, and then beat Evan this week. Had no right of being there. So yeah, we're gonna be posting a video of Levi doing a combine drill sometime. He goes, all I care about is if you guys edit it and make it with cool music in the background. Yeah, no,
that's what he said.
Levi's gonna have no issues putting up 225.
He doesn't do it very often anymore. So
yeah, he doesn't do it very often anymore.
He's a big boy. He'll get it up at least once.
But it's just gonna be.
The mile is gonna be interesting for him.
He goes, I don't think there's a mile
or whatever.
Yeah, the 40-yard dash will be funny.
40-yard dash. Well, I mean that's nothing crazy.
No, but just watch him. He goes, I'm doing it shirtless, and you guys can't tell me anything.
The only part of the combine that I would have trouble with is benching 225 for sure.
The 3-cone shuttle drill will not be fun.
The vertical jump will be horrible.
The vertical jump would be kind of embarrassing for us.
Yeah, it's embarrassing, but we can do it.
The broad jump will be kind of embarrassing.
It's honestly, out of everyone in the entire fantasy football league, he's the best one to get it because he's done all those drills before.
He's done those drills, yeah.
He's done all those drills before. Maurice would have been as bad too because Maurice played college football a little bit as well early on. He wouldn't have been as bad, but it would have been really funny for one of us.
I just wouldn't have been able to bench everything else. I'd have been all right in.
Yeah, I would have been able to complete everything else, but the 225 would have been like.
Oh no, I'm just gonna hold it there and just re-rack it and say I tried.
Yeah.
Like straight up, I'm just gonna hold it there for a second and just like re-rack it and be like I'm done.
I can probably get one, honestly.
I'm not even gonna try and just watch my fucking leg shake on video as I try to struggle to get one. I'm just gonna re-rack this home bitch and call it a day.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna happen. Unfortunately, look, there's still a half left. Like Zach Ertz and James Conner.
It's impossible.
Fucking nuclear. But I still have Stafford playing as well. So.
Right.
I mean, no matter what though. Well, what's the point difference between you and Levi?
50. Oh,
50?
That doesn't matter. No, me and Levi is like 100, dude. I need to score like 220 points.
Yeah, so no matter what, you had to win and him to lose, which he's lost already.
Yeah, no,
so you just have to win this.
Yeah, like if I score 220 points, regardless of if somehow Evan does come back and beat me, if I had 220, I beat Levi in points.
I'm not coming back. I can't. You win.
Well, I mean, Stafford almost just threw another touchdown, so.
Yeah, it's 171 to 126. There's no way I'm winning.
I mean, it's possible. Connor and Ertz could go nuclear, dude. But then it turns into a shootout and Stafford gets more points. So.
Right.
So that's going to happen. We want to get to betting?
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about
Yes.
Amanda Nunes getting fucking rocked or?
Really quick.
You know what? I don't
Go
know
ahead,
for
Evan.
you guys for how you guys are like much more in the UFC than us, but I have heard from a lot of people on the Twitterverse saying that this was fixed. What do you guys think?
I don't think it was fixed. I think Amanda came out and said like I just wasn't prepared for this. Like I didn't. You could tell
I
she
think
didn't have
that
any cardio.
Amanda Nunes is on the verge of retirement. She also had COVID twice this year, so
Nice.
maybe she was not training in the gym up until like I don't know how it was.
She was just gassed. She was outright gassed.
She was gassed, and she was, like Ty said, she was not prepared. So
no, again, if
Juliana
they do fight
Pena-
again, I am putting all of the money in the world on Amanda Nunes to win.
Juliana Pena has been in this camp for about a whole year now. She wanted to, she called her out in March. So Nunes pulled out in June or July, one of the two. And she's been training all this time, so she was ready. But yeah, biggest upset in UFC history. Juliana Pena.
Second biggest.
Who's the first?
Holly beating Ronda.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually the largest underdog win ever.
Well, crazy how it's both in the women's division, and I think.
I mean, to be fair, Ronda at her peak and Amanda
was that
at
one
her peak.
both
I mean,
135 too?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible. But yeah, no, it was good. I didn't think that Oliveira would win, and he crushed Poirier, and I think that Oliveira is.
To be fair, Oliveira has a fucking chin on him, dude.
Oliveira, by the way, got knocked down again in the first round.
That's what I'm saying. The dude's got a fucking chin on him.
Yeah, it was impressive after he got hit a couple times. Maybe it woke him up, but I'm telling you, he's going to lose his belt in the next couple fights.
I mean, I think I will like.
I
I'm
think
a big
Gaethje punches
Oliveira
lights
fan.
out.
I think Gaethje just punches him with a fucking cinder
Unless
block.
Oliveira uses his grappling like he did versus Poirier.
Also, to be fair, dude, I don't know how many people can take those knees that Poirier took. He took like 4 solid knees.
Poirier said it was in the press conference after there was only one solid knee he felt. So.
And I know which one it was. It was the one that hit him like right here.
Right. Yeah, it was the right side. That's what he said.
I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
That one went straight. Like he had
Into his
like
rib.
Oliveira. They were in tight grappling, and Oliveira just threw that knee, and it was just fucking solid
pain,
contact.
Dude. I'd be literally on the ground for 2 days.
Oh no, I would have broken ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I called Oliveira by submission. I won a shit ton of money on that because I definitely put $40 on it.
Did you really?
Yo, big time, bud.
Nice. Dude. Yeah, I think I lost 150 on UFC this weekend, but
yeah, no.
Win
The
some,
old
you
lady
lose some.
goes, "You're really bad at betting," because I was like, I was about to put my entire account on Amanda Nunes.
all it takes is one.
Then I was like, yeah, no, I got this guy by submission, and I just fucking like jumped up and started freaking out. She was like, "Did you win?" I was like, "I just won a lot of money."
A standing rear naked choke.
It's fucking awesome.
I've never seen that. I've never seen that happen.
He's done it
First
before, but
I know.
Yeah, I didn't think he was going to win by rear naked choke, standing on or literally monkeying on Poirier's back, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's get to betting. Unless we have something else to add. Also, Kai Kara France is definitely going to fight for a belt.
I took him by points. I'm so pissed.
That is unfortunate. But Cody Garbrandt definitely was not ready for the speed of the lower weight. So that was obvious.
He needs to retire.
Dude, he's fine at his own weight. He just dropped weight. Looks healthy, by the way. Doesn't look like unhealthy at that
When
weight.
you drop weight, you just
he's not as fast as those smaller guys.
You lose your chin too.
He very clearly did. Like he got rocked a couple times.
Bad.
Also, Sean O'Malley. It's that like Dana White already said he's not.
That was
gonna
the
get
only
a title
fight that I won. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Sean O'Malley won't fight. He won't fight a ranked opponent until he gets renegotiated.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke though, because the dude is good.
And he's a great personality for the sport. Everyone loves him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him.
I thought Paiva was worse than his last opponent. That dude.
No, I did too. Yeah. Although he rocked both of them, so it doesn't matter.
Sean O'Malley got paid $200K. Guess what? Paiva got paid. His base was 22K was his base.
Jesus Christ.
He got paid 26K, 4K from Venom.
That's brutal.
26,000 to 206.
So yeah, let's recap last week. Right now I'm sitting at 1-0 because I did take Oliveira by submission, which is just fucking wild. But I also have the cards -2, and that's not looking great right now. So that figures. Cal, I'm really sorry to report, but you did go 0-2.
Yeah, Cade was the biggest weenie of the week.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he did take,
Biggest weenie of the week.
Good bet.
Biggest weenie of the
Cal,
week.
You went 0-2. Cade, you went 1-1, so technically you do have the outright lead at this time.
It's
Because
kind
Biggest
of funny
weenie
that
of
you
the
took
week.
the points instead of the money line with Cal.
Biggest weenie of the week.
What were my bets?
You had O'Malley KO TKO and Poirier KO TKO.
1-1.
So 1-1.
I don't know why you're mad. I made a good bet.
Weenie of the week.
I made a good bet. He
Made a
says.
good bet.
So right
High
now,
cash.
I still don't have a record. I am currently at 40 and 51. I'm staring down the barrel of 40 and 52. Cal, you are 45 and 47. Cade, you are 46 and 46, and Evan is 35 and 57.
We should almost give out an award for whoever finishes first next year.
Honestly, I'm just gonna pencil in really quick that I lost this one, so that'll put me at 40 and 52.
They will come back and win now.
Yeah, I know they will, and I don't want them to because the Packers are in first if they do lose. So,
guys, do you hear what I said?
yeah, no, that's what we're working with. And also, yeah, this is a Monday episode, so the lines are definitely subject to change
Oh god. I
for
didn't even
whatever
think about
sport
that.
we pick.
Jesus.
That's what I'm going with two that I think that are absolute locks.
Fuck.
I like hearing that.
Absolute locks.
Okay.
Ugh.
You want me to go? Because I got them.
I mean, yeah, if you want to go.
Okay. Patriots +2.
Cal, I'm
Against
fucking
Colts.
done,
Yeah, the
bro.
Pats.
I'm
I was
done.
gonna take this. I don't give a shit what you guys take. I'm taking that one. Period.
Should we just take a
Yeah.
pod bet? Everyone go +2 on the Pats?
I'm in.
Let's do it. Everyone goes +2 on the Pats.
I don't understand how the fuck the
Cade's
Patriots
just
coming-
trying to edge this. He's trying to edge himself so he takes first. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. That's all he's
Cal, what was
doing.
the other bet?
He's edged himself. It's 2 weeks in a row. It's all he's doing is edging himself. He's
Cal,
a
what-
cheating, commie motherfucker.
Hey,
Cal, what was your bet?
hey.
Huh?
By the way, I have Patriots +2.5 on FanDuel.
Nice. That's first. That's first.
By the way,
Look, I
hold
like
on.
the Colts.
I figured out why the lines are different
Why?
because the odds are not the same either. So I went in like they had like a half of a point extra tie on
Yeah, it's gonna be
Barstool.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like -104
Yeah, that's
on
that's-
FanDuel and -116 for Barstool. So you
Yeah.
just go in and click the alternate spread. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
You're not
It-
getting
it
a
just-
better deal on Barstool.
No, it's just you're getting more points.
It's just what their front facing is. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my second one, the Bengals +1.
I like that one too.
Vegas?
Bengals.
Bengals.
I haven't even looked at bets yet. So we're taking the Pats in, right? That's our one bet.
We can take it as a pod and tweet it out, but I'm
Bullshit.
giving it to Cal on his line.
Yeah. Cade. No cheating fuck.
Also, Cade, your girlfriend is now following my girlfriend.
That's good. I'm thinking about taking the Bengals +1.
Dude, no.
I'm
You're
kidding.
just-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Do it.
Oh, I farted.
I mean, I have.
Hate these spreads this week. Big hate.
The spreads
Yeah, I
have been
don't
shitty
really-
all year long. All
Oh,
year
never
long.
mind. I got mine.
I
Yeah,
have
mine
mine.
are
I have
okay.
mine too.
Texans +3 for sure.
It's always hard to bet on bad teams playing against
No,
bad
I hear
teams.
that, but Jacksonville is astronomically bad, dude. Yeah, give me Texans +3.
Is
I-
Tyrod playing?
No, it's Davy Mills, but
It's
I don't
David
give a
Mills.
shit, man. I don't give a shit. They competed with Seattle there for a half of a game.
Seattle sucks too.
They're not great, but they're not bad. Yeah, definitely give me Texans +3 for sure. I mean, I might even sprinkle in their money line, dude, +130. That one's so hard to take, especially in division.
Zach Ertz get some balls.
It's so many points.
Right now, I have a parlay that I could win a lot of money.
Yeah,
If
whatever.
it's-
Browns -5.5.
If Ertz catches one more ball for 20 yards, I need him for over 41.5.
-5.
I hate it.
Ty, there's fights on this weekend, and there's a couple good ones.
Yeah, I thought about taking Derek Lewis KO TKO.
Yeah.
What is that? What's the line on that? Do you have it?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. It's just money line +120 for Derek Lewis. They don't have the actual prop bets out yet.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
too
whatever.
early.
I just. Yeah,
I
fuck
got-
it.
I
I'm
have
taking,
my-
I'm
I
taking
have
the
my
Browns
bets.
off. I'm taking the Browns off. I'm putting Derek Lewis KO, TKO.
I thought Derek
You
Lewis
have
was
to- yeah.
retired. Wasn't he going to retire?
No.
Derek Lewis?
Maybe I
No.
think of Cormier.
They are both
Yeah,
fat.
Cormier's already. Yeah,
They
he's
fought
already
each other,
retired.
didn't they, before?
Yes, Cormier.
Like very
won.
recently? Like Cormier's like last fight?
No, his last fight was Jan, wasn't it?
His last fight was Stipe. I'm pretty sure.
Or no, yeah, it was Stipe to be the best heavyweight of all time, and then fucking Frankie just rocked his shit.
Let's see here.
Also, I think Jan Blachowicz is fighting like soon.
No, he just lost, dude.
No, I think he's on a card, man. Maybe it's next year, like March or something.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I don't see it. Nope, yeah, it is. It's
Oh,
March
March?
20th.
Yeah, look at that.
That is not soon.
It's kind of soon.
You know,
You
You know,
it's right
February,
around.
dude. You know,
it's right
February
around
is
the
like
goddamn
40 days
corner.
away.
Yeah, it's right around the goddamn corner there. After
This is almost 4 months from now.
No, it's not.
No, it's
March
not.
20th.
We are halfway through.
Evan, it's not. It's like it's less than three.
March
and a half. It's
20th
like
is
3.5.
4
3
months
months,
from now.
dude.
March is the third month of the year.
What time in March is it, Ev?
March 20th.
So it's literally like 3
3
months
months.
from now.
Yeah, 3
December
months.
to January, January to February, February to March. Yes,
That's
3 months.
true.
Still, that's still not recent.
The calendar's a funny fucking thing.
No,
Peyton-
February.
Pey-
The Super Bowl is literally 45 days
Peyton,
away.
Peyton said pencil him in at -5 for the Browns.
Okay.
Look, I
Celebrity
don't hate
pick.
it. I just don't love it.
Celebrity pick. Peyton -5. Write it down.
All right. So yeah, I'll take Texans +3 against Jacksonville and Derek Lewis KO TKO.
It'll be a TBD as to what the odds are in that.
I mean, yeah, I don't. Even if it's -110, I don't give a shit.
It's
I
not
just
going
want.
to be.
I just
Dude, Derek
want.
Lewis is not favored in this fight.
Okay,
he's
then
fighting-
great.
He's fighting Chris Dawkins, who could piece him up.
Yeah, no,
pretty
that's
bad.
fine. Just it takes one punch, dude. I just got Oliveira
True.
submission. Like I'm riding a high right now. I don't give a shit.
I'm taking the Steelers +1.5.
Evan. It's 2 on FanDuel. I mean on Barstool.
Is it?
I absolutely fucking love.
Well, then I'm taking
Like I had
+2.
to explain.
whatever
I had
the-
to
I don't care
explain
what
to
the odds
Rachel
are.
that you never bet on your own team. Evan comes
No.
straight in swinging.
It's literally our
Steelers.
rule. It's Evan and I's rule, and he does it every time when
No,
when
I
we don't need
I've
him
done
to.
it.
No, I don't. Like after the Buccaneers game last year when
Oh,
the Packers
God.
lost, like I just gave up on betting on.
How
the
many
fucking
interceptions
Packers.
did Aaron have that week?
Against
See,
the,
I can't do +2.
Bucks,
It
it was
was just
2.
+1.5.
I thought it was
What?
3.
What's the?
It was 2 and a fumble.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was a strip sack.
Yeah, just do
After
+1.5,
going
whatever.
up 10-0, they just get their fucking asses blown out. What else?
The
you
other
got,
one,
Ev?
the other one's the Pats.
Patriots.
Rocking with it. Hammer down. Hook him.
I don't even see.
Where did Cade go?
Peyton
He's
says
right
rules
there.
are meant to be broken.
Oh, there you are. Who you got?
Eagles -4.
I heard a -4. I don't know who the fuck.
I think you said
Eagles
Eagles.
-4.
Okay.
God, you guys are just
No,
asking
listen.
for it.
Taylor Heineke might be out, and Terry McLaurin might be out. So
No, I'm 100%. I
On
agree
that.
with that pick. It's just
No,
that
I like the
you're
Eagles. If I'm gonna
picking.
pick a team, I like the Eagles.
You're
to win.
picking your team. You're
Yeah,
betting
do
the
that.
on
thing
your
is, though,
team.
Can't do
Hating
the
it.
thing is, though, the
Can't
reason
do it.
why I'm
Won't
picking
do it.
Eagles, they're coming off a bye. Okay, we've had a week.
We don't know who their quarterback is.
Oh, you're thinking Sirianni's got the boys buzzing. He was talking about
Bro,
the
they
Plants
already got the
fucking
boys
popping
buzzing. Are you
up.
kidding me? We're 5-2 in the last 7.
eh.
The boys. Listen,
Minshew has the
those
boys
Broad
buzzing.
Street Brawlers are.
Who
already
is their
buzzing.
quarterback? We
It's
do not
Hurts.
know.
It's Hurts.
They are brawlers, and they're balling
It's
on
Hurts.
Broad Street right now. They are going to make the playoffs. The Philadelphia Eagles will make the playoffs, and they will get their ass kicked in the first round, which is perfectly fine.
We're gonna make the
We are-
playoffs.
They
are-
win.
Yes,
Well, they're the
we're
8th
one
seed
game
right now,
out.
Evan.
We're
They're one game out.
We're the easiest schedule in the league to finish the year.
Also, if Minshew, by the way, if Minshew plays, they win. Hurts plays, they lose.
No.
Calling it
Exactly.
now.
Facts.
Calling it now.
They're a Super Bowl team if Minshew plays.
Straight
Oh
up.
my god.
Who would you rather have right now starting for your team, Gardner Minshew or Mitch Trubisky?
What?
Gardner Minshew's the answer.
Oh, Gardner
I would say
Minshew over
because
Trubisky.
Because
Gardner
Gardner
Minshew.
Minshew doesn't play you out of games, and that's a huge thing.
Minshew should start.
Minshew does
Minshew
not
mania,
play you
dude.
out of games, which is a huge thing.
The
Mitch
only
Trubisky
boys
can
who are
play you out of
buzzing
the
are the
game.
Cleveland Cavs.
They are buzzing.
Cavaliers
They-
are 12-0 against the spread in the last 12.
They destroyed somebody again tonight. I did a $25 one to win 5K tonight, 8-teamer. Not as good as last night, boys.
Didn't expect it to be. Cade, who do you got? Eagles and what?
The Pats.
So I'm the only one not taking the Pats on
Oh,
the
wait,
official
oh, no,
spread.
What
No,
happened to
I
the
thought it was
podcast
over.
bet?
I thought
Like-
I thought it was a pod bet. I thought we said that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
that means
everybody
that
is
we
taking the
do
part-
it
the
and we
Pats.
take other bets in their plays.
What?
Oh.
Like, we
Except
all
for
agree on
Cal,
one bet,
except for
Phil
Cal,
is the one
because
that's wrong.
I found it.
Got it. Okay.
Finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
Okay, so that's a different bet. Okay, so I need to come up with a different one. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
expected Evan to as
then
well, but
Well, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Yeah, I didn't
yeah,
I
no,
thought
the
we were all
pod, the
four
pod
taking as
bet
one.
is
Let me
is
look
like a
at it. Let
separate
me look.
bet. It's its own
Sorry.
category.
Sorry.
But Cal
Like
gets to do
Mortal
it.
Lock. Cal
No,
brought
Cal
it here.
doesn't
So
get to do
I
it.
found it.
first.
That's bullshit.
Cal went first.
That is
Also,
bullshit.
he's down a game to
I
Cade,
found it.
Nah, you guys are just trying to hold me
Just-
out of that top spot right now from being a positive record right now. That's what's happening. You
No.
guys are all.
All right, I'm
You're gonna
so.
be
taking
Look,
taking
what
over
happens?
like
Look,
that.
what happens when the Patriots don't cover and Cal loses? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, then I would lose too, and then it would come down to one game.
I'm probably going to lose.
I'm hedging. I'm hedging Cal.
Yeah, that's cheating.
No, it's good.
Yes.
All right, there is a fun fact. There's a fighter named Harry Hunsucker fighting this week.
Shut the fuck up.
it's a pretty awesome name.
Harry
Shut the fuck
Hunsucker.
up.
It's a great
Parents knew
cock.
exactly. Parents knew exactly what they were doing when they named
I'm gonna
that
take
kid.
Bengals +1 then.
Motherfucker! God,
Dude, Cal, it's a good bet. No, I'm not taking it.
I know. I
I'm not
picked
taking
it.
I'm not taking that, Ty. I'm not taking the same as Cal. He's just gonna bitch. me.
Take a
I
money.
mean, you can
Take
ride the
money.
Texans with me.
Oh.
Take a money line, you commie, little bitch. Take a money line. Don't get that backdoor cover like the Ravens did last week for you.
Good bet.
It's fucking absurd.
It's a great bet. I don't know what you guys are mad about. I'm gonna take over 50.5. Oh no, wait. That's a Thursday night game.
Dude, take the over in the Colts Patriots game. It's only like
Was it
43.
40? Yeah,
46.
and they both like to score points, honestly.
I got one tie for my second bet. Dustin Stolzfus.
Yes. I was looking at that earlier too.
He's a heavy underdog versus Gerald Mearshart.
What? Where are we fighting?
Could I
Links?
get a spelling and name of origin, please?
Dustin Stolzfus. I think he's
Is he fighting this weekend?
yes.
Okay, then I'll just
At
find
six,
it and write it
at
down.
640. Plus 184.
Is,
I'm just taking a money line.
These
is
bets
this
are so
fight
bad.
in
Dolphus.
Russia?
I got plus 184. Is that the guy you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
These bets
Harry
are so
Hunsucker
bad.
is an awesome name.
I'm gonna take the Minnesota Vikings -3.5.
Oh, you're doing what the Vikings fans do and put all their faith in Kirk Cousins, huh? To just be let down every year. I respect that.
Underrated.
I fucking love it.
By the way, the lock of the night was the over Kyler Murray rushing yards of 27 yards.
I think he had that literally on the first play of the game.
Quite literally the lock of the century. He got 60 right now.
Cade, what's the line with the Vikings?
3.5.
3.5.
Actually, you know what?
No.
Ty, scratch that UFC bet for me.
Motherfucker.
I'm betting the Packers. -5.5. Because
You're betting the Steelers and the Packers, you twat.
Yes, because who knows what Lamar Jackson is gonna do? He might
I
not
love
play.
that bet.
You
I
got
love
the
that bet.
5.5 right now, right?
Yeah,
You dude.
I love that bet. I was very tempting on picking that as well. On God.
I mean, look, the Packers are literally 10-2 against the spread this year, so like I get it. I fucking hate it, but I get it.
Who knows what Lamar Jackson's gonna do? He might be out, and You're
I'm
telling me that-
I'm telling you, he's gonna play, but it's not gonna matter if he's banged up and doesn't have his mobility.
Yes.
The Packers are gonna fucking eat.
Is that the Sunday night game?
No, it's not the Sunday night game. It's
4:26.
4:25. Yeah,
That's what's the game of the week.
yeah, it's
I don't know.
game of the week. It's either got Fox or fucking CBS on it. So fuck.
Sunday night game is the Bucks Saints.
Oh, also that Pats Colts game is Saturday.
Yes, it's double
So
headers.
I think the Raiders play Saturday too, don't they? They do. Yep.
There's
And
yeah,
Yep.
double headers on
My
Saturday.
dad, me and my dad were gonna
Yep.
go to that game.
Why aren't you?
Now we need tickets.
You know, I was.
Oh yeah, dude, what the
I
fuck
was
is
gonna
up
go to
with
the
Monday
Masters
night?
last year.
By the way, hey, question: who at the beginning of the year said, "Hey, the Chicago Bears that are in fucking disarray and have 3 potential starting quarterbacks, we're gonna put them back to back in prime time from Sunday night into Monday night." The
Yeah.
Bears are Monday night again.
Yeah, I knew that, but who they playing?
The fucking Vikings.
Yeah, well, into divisional. You know, the Packers game I agree with because both games this year were very good. I know.
Yeah, no,
the Packers
I mean,
end up.
I don't have
Packers
a
end
problem
That
up-
was not a blowout last night. It was a
No,
competitive game.
either was the first one, but they just did stupid shit.
Oh,
and
I thought
Aaron
the Bears were
Rodgers.
gonna win at one point. I mean, my goodness.
The Bears did play a good first half.
Not for a
Listen,
second did I think the Bears were
Listen,
gonna win.
if that situation with getting the way that special teams played, if the Packers would have been playing against any other team that was decent in the NFL,
No, they lose.
they lose that game.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not arguing that at all.
Yeah.
Dude, in the Packers-Bears history, that was the highest scoring quarter ever. There were 45 points scored in the
It's
second
the second
quarter.
highest scoring game in that series.
Yes,
ever.
scoring game,
Second,
yes.
yeah.
But yeah, no, in
Yeah,
the
the
second
overhead.
quarter, they scored 45 points.
Yeah, they overhit by 20 points, bro. The over under was like 42 or something, like 44
No,
or
it
something
was,
like that.
it was a normal, yeah, I think it was 42, 43 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Packers scored more points than the over.
Ah!
No.
All right, that's the episode.
See you fuckers later.